Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to my channel, Lunatic Plays. I'm the Lunatic who plays World of Warcraft. I'm back. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I had a busy day streaming today. In the morning and in the evening, I like to shine a bit of light, for to be atmospheric, I'm back in the world of Warcraft. Oh. It's shiny. Like this. And then I do like this. It's so bright, this thing. And then it spins. Look. No, kurwa. It turned off. Oh, like this. Oh, Ima. It is a UFO. Hi, Ima. Hi, Raven. How are you guys? Welcome. I am here and I'm back in the world. Which, yeah. Hi. Okay. I was gonna say if any of you guys at any stage want to come on voice on Discord, just let me know. And otherwise, if you want to just chill out in the comments, you can chill out in the comments. And yeah, so I'm here. I will be probably going on my shaman today because I really enjoy playing my shaman. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing it. And I want to gear my shaman up a little bit. So I might continue.
After so long,
Master, it is time. The Harbinger's failure has opened the way. The vast power she placed within this dark heart will give you new life. So come, Lord Demencius, come feast upon this universe.
I failed.
Let your darkness reign forevermore.
We've all heard it, old friend. The voice of our greatest fear.
Demencius is rising,
Where did it
Venari.
come from?
And should he assume his full power,
He will devour all that exists.
just as he did to our beloved homeworld, Karesh.
Shit. Alright, and your one is there. What? Where did it come from? Like, where did this animation come from? Okay, I'm gonna find it so you guys can see it in full. I'm gonna find it on YouTube and I'm gonna play it again. Okay, WoW War Within Cinematic for Season 3. Demencius defeat? No, that's not it. Ghost of Karesh? It was so random. War Within Season 3. Like, I want to play it for you guys because it was really cool. It was... Oh, I can't find it. Oh, I found my own stream. Nice. Anyways, so that was that. We have experienced a Lord Walker Cho. Not. Is it Lord Walker Cho? Is he Lord Walker Cho? We experienced the Void Walker thingies. Whispers that he's hearing from the void. First things first, I don't know if I'm gonna continue playing with these keybinds. I might revamp my key mapping a little bit. So maybe we can start with that. I can go to some training dummies and experiment a little bit with the key alignments. I think where Kevin was going with his key bindings is a good direction. I just don't think that it's well refined. I want to be able to walk with the WSAD, because I'm just so used to it. Like, you know what, it's what I want to be doing anyway. So let me change things around a little bit. Oh shit, not here. I'm gonna go into my keybinds. I'm gonna go to movement. W S A D. Okay. And now we can go to the action bars. So if I'm working with this, then I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sounds good. And then I think Q, E are available, or T. Yeah, that sounds good. I can do that. Q or T. Yeah. Then these I'm working with. F, G, H, J. I can put another one. Here. Am I gonna be using F1s? I think I'm gonna be using the F1, F2. It's kind of, yeah, F1, F2, F3, F4. I'm gonna use F5, F6 for the mounts. This I can use here. Then Spirit Walker's Grace. I have it on the mouse button. I'm gonna leave the mouse buttons where they are. And I'm gonna put the healing spells. Yeah, what am I gonna do about the healing? The healing, I could put S, Z, X, C, V. That sounds good. I can have it there. I can just drop down on it. And then the ones that I have with the Alt Q. Let me try it with Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. No, Alt 5 is too far to reach it. Okay, and then the... Oh, no! not this one. Oh, okay. Okay, I feel like I need to have another association keybind for this one. So I have Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4. What else can I do? I can do... I have G, H, J, K, L. Okay, G, H, J, K, L. Okay, that's cool. F, I don't have associated F. So so I can associate it here. Okay, that it's a kind of a handy skill to have. Maybe caps lock I can put somewhere. Yeah, caps lock can go to one. Yeah, okay. Because it's just here close to my thingy. Tab, maybe something can be a tab. It seems like they can be pretty. Do I have shift allocated to anything? Okay, can't allocate shift. How about, okay, this one I cannot allocate it. No, it's too far. Okay. I think I have all the buttons that are like around my movement allocated. Let's see if this is gonna work. So what is actually important in my rotation? In my rotation, it's important that I have my movement skills available to me. And I have them allocated to my mouse. So I move around WSAD like a normal person. I turn to wolf with my mouse, special mouse button. I have two special mouse buttons here, like, you see over here. So the upper one transforms me into a wolf. The bottom one makes me able to cast spells while moving. Middle mouse button, I can hop. Okay, that's cool. Easy peasy. These I can just click them. That's not a massive problem. This is the walking on water. I'm gonna reserve it. I have flying mount F5, flying mount F6. They are far away, but I don't have to use them often. These are kind of utility, so my defense and stats. Let's go. G, H, J, K. These are my stats and my long time cooldown kind of thingy. So I have it here. Perfect. Resurrect. It can be there because how often am I going to be resurrecting as a damage dealer? Okay, then my rotation is I build up my Maelstrom with Lightning Bolt. If I have multiple enemies, I can switch to my F buttons. Okay. How about I switch this because this lights up often. The Earthquake lights up often for AoE damage. For Primordial Wave, from what I understand, I have to spread Flame Shock around. So I have to spread Flame Shock around. Oh shit, my tab was the target key. Fuck. Okay, change target. I need to change that keybind. I forgot about that. God damn it. Here I was thinking I was being smart. And I forgot about the most important function of the tab key. Never mind. Let's assign it back to what it was. Interface. What is it even saved as? Toggle target? Target, yeah. Interact with target. Can I assign shift? No, it has to be tab. Or even control? No. Okay, it has to be tab to change the target. Okay. Let me see how am I gonna do this. My defensive skill, it can go here. The defensive skill. This is partially shifting into elemental plane, taking less damage. Okay, I can have it on V. It's not the one that I'm gonna use the most of the time. I'm mostly gonna be using Stone Bulwark Totem and Healing Stream Totem because this heals me, this gives me a shield. So Z and X, I can just tap them with my thumb, like chach chach, bam bam. Okay, that's cool. Moving on. What else? I'm spreading Flame Shock on the targets. It's on number 3. It's important. This one, it will activate any given time. This one will activate any given time. It's a bit far away. Wouldn't that be better maybe on an E? But then where am I gonna have my elementals? And ascendance. Ascendance is important. Maybe I can do it like chak, chak. And then when this activates, I just switch from walking around to Q, 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 Q. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Bloodlust with F. So that's like my special one. Earthbind Totem, Earthbind Totem. I don't know if I really need it that much. I feel like these totems are kind of like a vanity spell. They're not that important, but it's nice every now and again to remember about them. It's that kind of a situation. The important ones are this one. Do I have enough buttons that I don't have to combine Alt and 1 to place these three? The stun, I could. How I could do it? Could I change healing to Alt and 1? I have a feeling like I'm not gonna use healing as often as I'm gonna use these. And then I have them more like readily available. ZXC, stun on C, shift, okay. I can try it like this. Ascendance, I can put it here. Stun, I can put it on T because it will be useful, but not useful all the time. Okay. Do I need this? Do I need this for anything? What does it do? Slows the target. Gives us speed. I feel like I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put this here. Or because I feel like caps is so easy available, to click the middle of the mouse is not as easy available. So like I'm walking around, the enemies are chasing us, and caps locks. Now I can cast while running around. So Chak, Stormkeeper, Ascend, then bam, Storm, Detonate, and then AoE, 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 AoE. Okay, Chak, Crystal, Lava, Earthquake, Chain, Earthquake, Chain, Crystal, Flame Thingy, Crystal, Chain Lightning. Okay. Okay, I feel like I found the right combination, because it's the right flow of moving from the top of my keyboard to the bottom of my keyboard, but not really moving my fingers in such a way that I feel like I'm going to have arthritis. And that's important. Don't get arthritis. That's the key in gaming. I'm getting old, so I have to think about this stuff. But if you think about it, World of Warcraft is the longest commitment of my life. I've been playing it since I was 10 years old. I don't have relationships that are that old. Sorry, I'm drinking some tea because I feel like my voice is kind of going a little bit. I was coughing a lot again today. I was a bit shivery. I had a headache. I don't think I'm ever gonna be healthy again. But who needs health when you have World of Warcraft? Right. Okay, let's go. So we were doing some transmog runs with Kevin yesterday. it's Sunday today. I think I got some quests. Maybe there's some top level campaign that has to be done. I might want to do some delves. I might want to do some dungeons. Oh. Okay. 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 I got some stuff. Huh. That's cool. Cannot use. Oh, it's for druids. Okay. Whatever. This is from the transmog run, so I don't even have to disenchant those. Is it spellbound though? It's not. I could sell it. Let's have a look.
Got the best deals anywhere.
Oh, so it's soulbound. It is. Okay, never mind.
If you ever need
Okay, so I'm gonna sell the stuff. Is that the bunker? That's the bunker where I can sell my stuff.
Strength and honor.
Okay.
For the Horde.
Huh. Okay, I can't use that one anymore, alright.
What can I help you with?
Alright.
Be safe.
Oh yeah, I could have
Speak, friend.
disenchanted that, couldn't I? Could disenchant this one, and I could disenchant this one.
Farewell.
Let's do that. I picked up enchanting recently, so I just want to figure it out how it works. Alright, let's get back in there. Let's have a look at what... Ooh. Let's have a look at what... Reach Renown rank 4 with the war within Renown factions to continue the campaign. Okay. Are we still doing Renown? Is that still a thing? Okay. I know that for sure I have a couple of delves that I have to do. I had a quest somewhere that I had to do like a number of delves. Delver headquarters, Delver guide review, Delver's cosmetic surprise pack purchase from Reno, Delver starter kit purchase from Senfenly Mergulton. Okay, Mergulton. Okay, cool. Isle of Dorn. Isle of Dorn, anyone? Whee! Yeah, it's good having that on the lower one. Dornogal. I was thinking while
You
I'm...
want us to abandon our hunt for Xalatath?
Mencius the All-Devouring is being revived by the Shadow Guard. I need your help.
Oh, it's the Locust
Mencius
Walker.
must be stopped.
Why did I think it's the Lore Walker Chow?
Survival
I
is
am
our
so
utmost
bad with names.
priority.
Return to Veiled Market.
We
Okay.
do what we must. The Koresh
She's not gonna be
Trust
happy
has
about
tasked
that.
me with stopping Demencius. and defending Tazavesh.
Investigate the blasted
The
fallen
brokers are from
opportunity
Koresh?
point.
The All-Devourings' attack left us refugees. The Shadowlands demanded stronger containment suits than our rafts.
Oh. Oh! I have to go with them. Okay, let's see what's happening there. Are we going? We're going to the void. Ooh. I like this graphic.
Time grows short. Dimensius, the All-Devouring, stirs.
How? Dimensius was slain in the Netherstorm, along with Nexus King Salhadar.
Like the Koreshi people, the All-Devouring was merely shattered and dispersed. On every world the Shadow Guard assaulted, they searched for fragments of their master. I have a new ally who revealed the Shadow Guard's methods and treacheries to me. Come, we are on the hunt.
All right. Let's see what's going
Our fight
on.
continues.
I assume these creatures are the assistants you promised, Lucas Walker. Oh, this managerial job in Tazavesh has been one crisis after another. I delegate solving these
Oh,
problems.
this is
to
the
you.
this is the new zone, Koresh.
Zalata
Okay,
is
I
out
was
there,
wondering what that was
And we do
about.
chores?
Cool. Let's see what Koresh has to offer us.
We must pay the bureaucratic tax if we want free run of the city.
Oh.
We forestall extinction.
Oh, I think that this is the one that we've seen at the that I've seen at the beginning before I put on the video. So I'm gonna play it one more time.
After so long,
Master, it is time. The Harbinger's failure has opened the way.
the vast power she placed within this dark heart
Will give you new life.
So come, Lord Dimensius, come feast upon this universe. Let your darkness reign forevermore.
We've all heard it, old friend. The voice of our greatest fear.
Dimensius is rising, Venari. And should he assume his full power,
He will devour all that exists.
just as he did to our beloved homeworld, Koresh.
All right. So now we have a little bit of context. Anything else?
fight
Is
continues.
there one on
Will
this-
more flesh creatures from off-world be arriving to aid the Trust?
Hell yeah.
Never mind. I'll find the appropriate forms. Best to plan for chaos. Or worse, the Maw Walker to return.
What is the Mole Walker?
Who are the Trust?
They are a coalition of cartels. Zai, Zo, and Om, as well as ethereals from the consortium. Tazavesh was acquired by the Trust's founder to act as a supply port and recreation center for the revitalized Project Ecodome.
Our eco-domes are threatened by both the Shadow Guard and the barbarian wastelanders. It is more than Cartel Zo's security can manage. The founder believes that the sinister rival sorcerer Locust Walker can solve this crisis. I am skeptical. The only progress I have noticed is the increase of paperwork on my desk.
My student, Valeria Windrunner, and Azeroth's champion have my full support. I have the founders. I suggest you give them yours.
Very well. I have approved your entry. You have complete access to the city. No need to sneak in or cause trouble.
Alright, cool. We got in. Happy days.
I need help. Arcane manifestations are out of control.
Someone sabotaged the enclosures. This must be the new specialist. Help me first.
A dog? No, a fox. Let it out. I don't
We return to Karesh.
I don't support the enslavement of animals. Also, I might be biased. I'm also a fox. All right. Oh shit. Okay, cuz I did the scroll down scroll down thingy. Camera. Streamlab. Zoom in, zoom out. How to auto run, jump strafe, pitch up. No. How to zoom in, zoom out? Miscellaneous, stop casting, minimap zoom in, minimap zoom out. Oh, zoom in, zoom out. Perfect. Hell yeah.
No, no, no! The barrier projectors! You, come here! I need competent assistance!
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Arcane entities destroyed. So let's begin by chach, chach, chach. I love Elemental Shaman. Okay. Bam. Yeah, I find this keybind setting a lot more comfortable than the other one. For sure. Okay, now if I want to do this. Okay. And I can do a defense spell and charge. Okay, and I can do this again. X, Z, beam, bam, boom. Alright. I should set myself for dungeons. 651. Okay, so random dungeons. Alright, so I was thinking that as I'm playing, we could maybe listen to a little bit of WoW news on the side, because WoW is a sort of a kind of like a chill out game. So maybe a little bit of background noise. I normally like to have something playing when I'm playing WoW, so maybe a little bit of background noise could be cool. We can listen to WoW stuff. I've been listening to a lot of Midnight stuff. Or we could listen to the newest Stephanie Sue video about the ready to divorce celebrity couple goes on divorce reality show to fix their marriage, but goes so wrong. Honestly, I'm sold. I need to hear about this drama. Let me check. Wait. Okay, I think this is good. So let's see what's happening in, I'm assuming China, because she did a BAM before about this. She did a Rotomango about this reality TV show, and it's incredible.
Do you guys remember the Chinese acting show that I did a mods on? I don't even remember that. That was like in the midst of, we were in New York, we were in the midst of a trial. It was a mess, okay? But that show pulled me out of a depresso espresso because I was so stressed out about everything serious going on, and I was watching that show hee ha haing at midnight in the middle of this New York City apartment where the whole Rotten Mango team, or at least a big part of the Rotten Mango team, are living. It was a mess. It was a mess. But you know, I did see a lot of comments because there's a guy on that Chinese acting show. His name is Yang Zi. And he is married to a world-class famous actress, elegance, sophistication, beauty, and he just is her husband. Like, he just exists, but he doesn't think that. He thinks he's the star of the show. And he thought that during the acting show, he behaved that way during his other reality show. And I saw some comments that were like, Stephanie, you naive little child, you are so innocent right now. Just wait until you watch the show. If you think they're bad, there's also another couple on there. They're batshit crazy.
Wait, you haven't told them what show though.
Okay, it's a reality show called See You Again. It is a Chinese divorce reality show where the entire premise of the show is they bring on 3 celebrity couples or couples that are considered public figures that are on the brink of divorce. They get up on this show, and for 18 days, they're gonna try to rekindle their relationship, and by the end, it's so dramatic. They get into an RV, and they start driving away from each other, and you can't see the other person because it's an RV, and then if you stop and get out, that means you want to stay in the relationship.
Say that one more time.
Okay,
What
at
do you
the
do?
end of the 18 days, each couple, like the wife and the husband, so far it's just been heterosexual, boring couples. No, I'm just kidding. But you get it. Okay, they'll get into the cars, the RVs.
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
no, it's great. It's a Chinese divorce reality TV show, and honestly, the previous one was so fucking crazy. If you're gonna like it, Ima, I'm gonna play the previous one. If you're gonna like the new one, I'm gonna play the previous one afterwards, because it's insane, and I think it's something very up your alley.
told to start driving away from
And
each
it's like,
other.
for me, this is perfect to listen to while playing City Skylines, while playing WoW, because like these games are kind of like,
So here we are.
I'm not stimulated
I speak her Irish.
with my ears, you know, like I'm not, there's not much going on auditory information wise. I'm just like walking around and grinding, you know.
And they have a timer.
Okay.
And they have to make a decision to either stop, park the RV, and walk out and wait for their lover to also stop the car.
And then run towards each other.
Yeah, or like only one could stop and the other could keep driving off. It's like so dramatic, and it's all culminating, hyping up into this very dramatic moment. And you know what? It's so fucking awkward because think about it. Think about it for one more second. You drive away. It's so symbolic. It's so dramatic. And you're like, where are we going? Home. You drive off. Then you get out the RV. The production's like, what do you mean for the next couple? Get out the car. You get out the car, and now you're back in the production little tent where now you're soon to be divorced spouses, and also you still have to hire an attorney, and also you probably still live in the same place when you go home. Like, imagine how uncomfortable that is. Like, it feels like a moment, but it's also so goofy. So that's what they're gonna be doing for 18 days, and each season is 3 different couples. And I thought Yang Jie and his wife Ava, I believe that's her English translated name, or like how she goes in the global.
Man, so many guys' childhood.
I don't know her. Like, never seen her before.
No, I'm sorry. You look like you were reminiscing. About
Like childhood, like
Up?
up. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Context is Yang Zi Ava is on that show.
Yeah.
They're crazy on the show, but
This couple.
you're not talking about them yet.
No, because all the comments that I even got emails. Like, you guys were so serious about this. I got email, and you know what? I got emails on the Rotten Mango submission, and I said, you're in the wrong place, but that's okay. That's okay. I will read this email. And it was about covering the other couple on this show because it was that crazy. They're just so batshit insane. And I thought, how could it be worse? How could it be crazier? It gets bad. This show, See You Again, has been airing for a few years, and it's the 2024 season. This is the 4th season. And previously, all the other seasons are just lukewarm. This becomes a trending show because of this season. And it's not even because of Ava or Yang Jie. It's because of a woman named Mai. Mai? She's not even the celebrity. Her husband is the celebrity. She's not really public facing. She becomes more famous than her husband because of this show. And it just becomes this triggering event. I saw comments of people saying, I am throwing up blood. Please tell me this whole thing is scripted. This is scripted acting. Oh my God, I don't know how to describe her. There are no words left for me. I am speechless. Is there any more things such as logic in this world? A Chinese netizen from France said, after this show, I have been losing sleep for 3 days. It is now 3 a.m. in the morning. I think I am losing my mind. Another Chinese couple in Russia said, we are far away in Russia and it's the middle of the night. My husband woke up pissed off in the middle of the night to discuss Mai. Like, it has not even become just a Chinese netizen discussion in China. It's become the Chinese diaspora across the globe has been talking about this show. One from Germany said, I was so fucking infuriated by Mai that I was on heart rate medication for entirety of 2 days. Just the thought of her makes my chest feel congested. Like, I have to take heart pills. I feel so triggered every time I see her face. I can't even go to sleep. So I'm like, what is happening right now? I gotta watch the show. It's on Mango TV. So I'm like, especially now, I just gotta watch the full show. I can't just watch clips of Youngji anymore.
Ima, you're welcome. Most of the stuff that is crazy that I find out about people's relationships whom I don't know is because of Stephanie Su.
I gotta watch the whole thing and I gotta watch this couple. So I start on the show and I'm gonna run you down all of the couples that are on here. So you've got Youngji and his wife, Ava Huang.
Which you would be talking about them later too, right?
Yeah, you're also gonna need more pills for them too. Like this show should be studied. If it's scripted, it should be studied. If it's real, it should be studied. These people need to be studied. Okay, so there's Gazi, GE space ZI.
鸽子.
So she's an influencer, or that's how Tiffany was describing her. So she's more of like an online personality. And then you have her husband, LIU space SHUANG.
刘爽.
He's like a radio host, like a host. He's a talker, and this is very important because he just be saying that he really should not be saying. Like there will be couples in the midst of a mental breakdown, and he'll just be like, "Why you do that?" And it's like, "Sir, zip it. No one likes you either right now because you're in hot water too."
Dang.
Yeah, they like his wife, you know. But I mean, compared to Yangji and compared to Mai, this couple is completely normal. This couple is so... Did you know that while I was watching the show, I had to take multiple breaks? I had to pause the show and stop because I was just getting so frustrated. And there were so many times where I walked over to my husband and I kept hugging him out of nowhere because this show made me realize we are so in love with each other.
So watch this if you want to rekindle your love with your partner because... Wow, it does wonders.
So it was actually crazy. And what's even crazier is this show brainwashed me. Because for a moment there, do you remember that day?
What?
Do you remember that day? I forgot who brought it up. I don't know what it was. I was being very dramatic. I was being melodramatic. And I was like, you don't even love me anymore, and you don't even buy me gifts anymore. And he had given me a gift that morning. And it wasn't even like a special day. And I just remember I was like, I don't know why I said that. And I had this whole moment where I was like, okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what just happened. Because genuinely, this show makes you crazy. This show gaslights you. Okay, so you've got Yangji. You've got them who are like, I'm going to call them the chill couple for now. I don't even know if they need an episode.
I'm gonna report tomorrow if Nefito is gonna get it tonight.
They're so chill compared to these other two couples. So you've got Yangji, you've got Ava, you've got the chill couple, and then you have
I'll let you know
Li,
if it works.
Li Hangliang.
Li Hangliang.
Yes, and his wife, Mai. So he has this song, To Only Win Your Heart, I think is the translation. It's like a 90s, early 2000s song that every single Chinese person has probably heard at least once in their lifetime. It's like his breakthrough song. But then that was his peak and he just kind of disappeared and he has not been as active. Like, okay, he's still active. He still produces really good music. He's still very much in his craft. He's a full-time musician. He's successful. But that song was a crazy peak. And then everything afterwards has not been able to replicate that level of success. Not saying he's not successful, but they end up on this show. And it's weird that they end up on this show. People were confused. Like, Yangji and Ava, people love Ava, but they already knew. Like, if you're married to Yangji, you're on the brink of divorce every single day. Look at that man, okay? The chill couple, it was kind of, you know, people didn't really have as many opinions. But for Lee and Mai, they thought it didn't make sense because if you look online, they've got 2 kids together. They've been together before he was successful. So they've been together a very long time. It's not like 2 celebrities who got together where you're always kind of like, maybe they will divorce because it's kind of common, at least in America. And also, every single destination that they travel to for vacation, for fun, for work, he will
Propose?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
What?
And he tells her to say no so that he can keep proposing to her. And it's like their little tradition where they take pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower and all of these different landmarks where he's down on one knee and she's just standing. I mean, he doesn't do like an elaborate proposal. It's just he gets down on one knee and he says nice things and they take a
that's
picture. Yeah, and then even their first meeting went viral because he introduced himself. She was working as a sales rep. He introduced himself and said, "Hi, I'm not nervous." And she thought it was so cute, and one thing leads to another, and they end up getting married. They moved to Beijing, and for the beginning, they're living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, they're both working. Mainly Maya is working until he finally is able to get some good money with his music career, and then she turns into a housewife. Where, well, I don't want to say turns, but she chooses to be a housewife, where she chooses to stay home and raise their 2 beautiful kids. And during that time period, I guess shit goes awry. I guess shit gets weird. In 2014, they end up getting married. Their favorite movie is Up. So he actually creates a life-size replica of the Up house with brightly colored balloons attached. Like, you can walk into the house. He sourced the wood. He cut the wood. He did the frame. He did everything by himself.
That's
it
insane.
took so long, and it probably cost like $40,000 to even make the house.
Wow.
Yeah, they love each other. They freaking love each other. They travel all over the world. And now they end up on this show called See You Again. The actual translation from Mandarin, Tiffany said, is Goodbye Lover.
Yeah, Goodbye
And she
Lover.
said it's actually not as like See You Again sounds hopeful. It's actually kind of sad, the name. And so they end up on this show, and everyone's like, how did you end up on this show? Because you guys are obsessed with each other. And Lee says, I came on Goodbye Lover because I don't want to say goodbye to my lover.
Wow. Oh, so he wants to stay in this marriage.
Yeah, and
but she wants divorce.
no, it seems like she also wants to stay on this marriage. For for first few episodes, I was confused about what the the netizens are saying. I'm like, first of all, they seem chill. They seem in love with each other. They actually seem like they're on the wrong show. I feel like they're on this show to piss off all the other couples because they're the example of love. That's what I thought. I thought they were couple goals. So the first day, the 3 couples are gathered in separate locations, and the initial task that you have to do is a quiz. It's basic questions that slowly get a little bit more intense, but it's rather simplistic. When is your spouse's birthday? When was your wedding anniversary?
Right.
What is their favorite movie? What is their favorite color, favorite food? And then it starts getting a little, not even controversial.
Right. When you are neglected so much that you don't realize that such a thing is even possible. Right.
But harder. Like, what is your...
If they are getting divorced, I no longer believe in love.
One thing you can say that'll instantly trigger your spouse? What is one phrase that they use to piss you off the most? What is the one phrase that they say the most? What is one habit that you can't stand about them? And so it's like a test. They both answer on their whiteboards, and then they reveal the answers and see how well they know each other's answers. And during this stage, Lee and Mai, they pretty much answer every single question very quickly and very accurately. They know anniversary, favorite food, blood type, birthdays, everything. They know it all. Even when they were asked about the identity card number, which is kind of like a driver's license. It's like a social security number. They know each other. Do you know my social security number?
Of course. Are you kidding me? You know mine?
No. I don't even know the last 4 of your social security number.
Because I'm the one that's filling out the forms.
I know. Even at the hospital these days, I'm like, honey, I gotta lay down. Because it's usually me that's going to urgent care, to be fair. If you went to urgent care more, I think I would know. That's my excuse, okay? They know each other's social security numbers.
Okay, Stephanie, stop flaunting your wealth at us. You can afford to go to the hospital in America. Gee, you're rich. Okay, we get it.
Which is kind of crazy. I don't think that's a normal thing.
It really depends.
Yeah,
on
it
the
really
couple.
depends.
Yeah.
I don't know, okay? But you could just tell that Mai is very happy that her husband knows her very well, and she's like high-fiving him as he gets his answers correct. But some people are already questioning Mai. And there's live chats. So you know how in live streams you can see people's live reactions?
Yeah.
Even in like the later episodes, there's live
They
observations.
call it 弹幕. It's like pop. It
Yes.
pops up. Literally on top of the
Yes,
the show.
it pops up. And so people are like, you can just tell that she's not happy that they truly know each other. She's happy because they get to prove that they're a good couple. And I thought that was very dramatic. I'm like, I don't know why everybody has a vendetta against Mai. It's just freaking rude at this point. She's just answering questions. She seems like a happy-go-lucky woman. What's so wrong with this? And then Here comes the question people thought were alarming. What is something that your partner deeply desires but has not yet achieved? So Lee responds that it was for him to put down his work and travel the world with his family. And Mai shakes her head and says, no, the answer is not correct. Basically saying, your answer is incorrect. But I said for you to stand on a bigger stage.
Okay. Wait, what's so crazy about that?
It's like, it's weird. I think people had some weird energy about it.
Okay, let me understand what's going on. They're saying that what's your partner's dream?
No problem.
Yes. So Lee responds that his dream is to put down work and travel the world with Mai.
Oh, Lee said that's my dream.
And Mai said her dream is for Lee to get on a bigger stage.
Yeah.
And so some people saw it as this is a woman who has put down everything to support her husband's dream, which is already not great for a relationship because like you can't sacrifice your whole being for another person. So some people saw red flags with that. Other people saw it as like this woman is obsessed with his success. Like she is like a mom, like a pageant mom. Like, oh my God, you got to get on a bigger stage. You got to win Miss USA. You got to do Miss Universe next. It was giving weird energy, some netizens thought. And at one point, you know, she just starts crying and there were some jokes. But Lee says, I mean, I'm not surprised by her answer. She's always been like this. She always prioritizes me and my work. Ever since we met, she's been very supportive of my work. So you got three groups now. Where some people think this is very sweet. Some people think it's a little crazy because she's a pageant mom. And some people think it's just not healthy. Even if she's that supportive, it's just not healthy to be in a relationship like this. Mai even says herself, I would rank myself last in terms of priorities. So it would be Lee is her number one priority, then her kids, then her parents, and then her. So some people took problems with this and said, why aren't your kids first? And then some people were mad about that, saying, no, you should always be your first priority, even if you have kids.
You can never be right.
You can never be right, especially when you're a mom. Like, that's one thing I've learned. It's hard to be right as a woman. It's even harder to be right as a mom, okay? And so people are very upset with her priority list. But she says, I'm just the kind of person I love to give.
Okay, so far it sounds like a whole lot of nothing and a lot of angry netizens.
I feel a celebrity, a lot of girls would marry him just to spend.
Oh shit.
And her husband is like,
lay back.
Like, you know.
Oh shit, I skipped it, sorry. Fuck, okay. Stop fighting me, you motherfucker! Okay. Okay. I rest here. Where were we?
Yeah.
Let me just, life is
Dang,
what it is.
That is so, because, you know, we've been talking about this a lot too.
Yeah, because we thought as long as you have your core values are the same, we thought it works out, right?
Okay.
Skeptical at this point because everybody says you watch 5 episodes of this show, you're gonna.
Did she say anything though?
No, she's just like answering the questions. She's getting on her knees to fold his.
But they have so many problems too, right?
Yes. Okay. Interesting is she keeps saying that she handles everything at home, but in the reality show, Lee is also doing a lot. Like people.
Okay.
It's nice. It's cute.
So they're not together, yes, the 3 couples.
No, they're in 3 separate cars.
3 vans, 3 cars.
Yeah, 3 cars. And
do you remember where we were? No, okay, didn't show the time. God damn it.
I thought you were gonna say no. And he says, I love it. I love the way you look. So it's weird. Some people like she is like a mom, like a pageant mom. Like, oh my God, you got to get on a bigger stage. You got to win Miss USA. You got to do Miss Universe next. It was giving weird energy, some netizens thought. And at one point, you know, she just starts crying and there were some jokes. But Lee says, I mean, I'm not surprised by her answer. She's always been like this. She always prioritizes me and my work. Ever since we met, she's been very supportive of my work. So you got 3 groups now. Where some people think this is very sweet. Some people think it's a little crazy because she's a pageant mom. And some people think it's just not healthy. Even if she's that supportive, it's just not healthy to be in a relationship like this. Mai even says herself, I would rank myself last in terms of priorities. So it would be Lee is her number one priority, then her kids, then her parents, and then her. So some people took problems with this and said, why aren't your kids first? And then some people were mad about that, saying, no, you should always be your first priority, even if you have kids.
You can never be right.
Yeah, you can never be right, especially when you're a mom. Like, that's one thing I've learned. It's hard to be right as a woman. It's even harder to be right as a mom, okay? And so people are very upset with her priority list. But she says, I'm just the kind of person I love to give. I feel very happy, and I never ask for anything in return.
So she sounds pretty normal.
She sounds normal. It feels like people are dogging on her for absolutely nothing. Like, as I was watching the first episode, I'm like, why are people so mean? Like, why do they have it out against this poor woman? She's not even a celebrity. She's, the housewife. She is the mother of his children, the supportive wife, and people are dogging on her. She was giving very wholesome, full-time housewife, selfless, maybe to her own detriment, loving woman who prioritizes her family on top of everything. And you can tell that there is some complexity to it. She does seem a little bit more self-conscious about herself, her body, her appearance, and it probably doesn't help that he's in the entertainment industry and she's on this show with Ava Huang and even the other chill couple. Like, they're all, I guess what you would say, conventionally beautiful, and she does not see herself as conventionally beautiful, because that's just the society we live in, right? And at one point, you can kind of see this come through. She says that Lee was going to this entertainment industry house party. It was an agent hosting a huge party for some other smaller celebrities, other agents, and it was at their house. This is in Beijing, so you don't have so much space. It's limited space. Nobody was allowed a +1. It's just, hey, I'm literally just inviting you. Like, I'm not inviting you and your 12 kids and, like, your grandparents. Like, just, I can't, like, we have an occupancy rate that we got to stand by. And so he's like, oh, that makes sense. And so he tells her, yeah, I'm going to go to this work dinner, and it's literally just no spouses, nothing. And they have this picture, so she can see everybody that's there, and they're all part of the entertainment industry, whether they're agents behind the scenes, managers, or the celebrities themselves, which she thought that she wasn't invited because her husband was embarrassed of the way she looks. So it's very complex.
Whoa. Wait, she shared that?
Yeah, she's saying, maybe he really doesn't mind because he's never said he minded or made her feel like he minded, but she thinks these little things make her feel like, I'm afraid he'll think I'd embarrass him at the party.
Okay, so they're going pretty raw about it.
Yeah. And he says, from the bottom of my heart, I really don't mind that she had gained weight. I think that's a thing that a lot of moms struggle with is like, you have kids and it's, who cares that you're gaining weight? You literally birthed life.
Bitch, please. I got married 2 years in, bam, 30 kilos more.
You are the creator of life. But, it's a thing. And so she would always take pictures and say, do I look fat? Do I look fat? And he would... Okay, this is where I'm confused. He doesn't say no, but I don't know if that's better. I don't know. So he says, yes, you want me to tell the truth, right? And she says, I thought you were going to say no. And he says, I love it. I love the way you look. So it's weird. Some people like it because if he says no, it comes off fake.
Guys, bear with me a second. I'm just going to turn off my camera because we turned on the heater. And it's really warm, and I need to take off my hoodie, and I just don't want to have an accident and turn this into an adult-only show. So, 1 second. This is not the way how I end up on OnlyFans. 1 second. Ugh. All right. Ima, for you, I can do a private show on Discord.
Right. But this feels very honest. Some people are saying, as a woman, I would cry. So it really depends. It really depends.
So I didn't watch the show, right? I've seen like very few clips. Yes. And also I kind of know a few of his songs. He looks really nerdy. Is he very nerdy in the show?
He's very nerdy and people liken him to a robot.
Oh my god.
Okay,
There
so
were-
he acts exactly the way he looks.
Wait, it's
He-
way too hot. I'm gonna have to turn it off. 1 second. Baby! Baby? Baby? Ned? Is it warm enough? Should we turn off the heater? Thank you. All right, sorry guys. Let's keep going. Okay, let's see what happens on the TV show.
Yes, he acts exactly the way he looks. And there were very small moments where I think lots of people, including myself, could resonate with the relationship dynamic, but they're just too extreme.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're a little robotic, and she definitely runs on zero logic and only emotion. And so I was like, oh, I think I can relate to her, and maybe everybody else is rude, and I am gonna be the number one my supporter, right? But then she just ends up doing some crazy shit, and I'm like, that's wild. At some point, netizens start thinking, are these people even on the right show? Like, they're actually so cute. Even the comment about, like, do I look fat? It seemed all in good spirit. Like, he seemed genuine. He did not seem...
Okay, let's see what Alaria has to say.
You have found me. Omen called you a rabble sorcerer. What did they mean?
During the first war against Dimensius, we Koreshi warred against each other as much as we fought against the Void. I was part of the Rabble, a group of technomancers, cartel leaders, and great thinkers. We focused on unorthodox solutions to the Dimensius problem.
Who warred against you?
King Salhadar rallied the oracles of Koresh to his side. They thought to save the world. They almost doomed it. We did not know at the time that the king had given an oath to the All-Devouring.
Uh-oh.
So his hunt in Outland for Dimensius was just a ruse?
A ploy. He radicalized those in the Ethereum, seeking out the fragments of Dimensius for later conscription. The death of Salhadar did not end the ascendancy of the Shadow Guard, as many in the Consortium had hoped.
How can we win this fight?
We must find a way to bring a fighting force to the Shadow Guard's Mana Forge. We must prevent the All-Devouring's return. If Dimensius should emerge fully formed, I know of nothing on this world capable of stopping him.
I wonder if Dimensius is gonna be the enemy of the final expansion.
Sleazy. He did not seem like, oh, no, I mean, you gained weight.
Can you
He
see it?
seemed like, I
Follow the
fucking love
trail.
you no matter what you look like. I literally don't care.
But how did she take that? Was
In
she
the
sad
beginning?
about it?
No, in the beginning, it's like very like, I thought you were going to say no. You
okay,
know,
okay.
it's like very like, and he's like, no, I seriously love the way you look. He's like dead serious.
Aw.
Netizens watching or commenting, I think they love each other a lot, and she's contributing a lot, and he honestly seems so lucky to have her.
They must
So
be
I'm getting
hiding.
skeptical at this
On
point.
your word, I'll drag them from the shadows.
Point. Because everybody says you watch 5 episodes of this show, you're gonna feel suffocated. That's the only
I'll drive them into the open.
Sorry,
You
guys.
must
Back and
deal with
forth.
them.
Oh, aha, okay. Czech, Czech, Czech.
Our fight continues.
It's not They seem chill. They seem in love with each other. They actually seem like they're on the wrong show. I feel like they're on this show to piss off all the other couples because they're the example of love. That's what I thought. I thought they were couple goals. So the first day, the 3 couples are gathered in separate locations, and the initial task that you have to do is a quiz. It's basic questions that slowly get a little bit more intense, but it's rather simplistic. When is your spouse's birthday? When was your wedding anniversary? What is their favorite movie? What is their favorite color, favorite food? And then it starts getting a little, not even controversial, but harder. Like, what is one thing you can say that'll instantly trigger your spouse? What is one phrase that they use to piss you off the most? What is the one phrase that they say the most? What is one habit that you can't stand about them? And so it's like a test. They both answer on their whiteboards, and then they reveal the answers and see how well they know each other's answers. And during this stage, Lee and Mai, they pretty much answer every single question very quickly and very accurately. They know anniversary, favorite food, blood type, birthdays, everything. They know it all. Even when they were asked about the identity card number, which is kind of like a driver's license, it's like a social security number. They know each other. Do you know my social security number?
Of course. Are you kidding me? You know
I don't even know Nev's phone number.
mine?
No. I don't even know the last 4 of your social security number.
Because I'm the one that's filling out the forms.
I know. Even at the hospital these days, I'm like, honey, I gotta lay down. Because it's usually me that's going to urgent care, to be fair. If you went to urgent care more, I think I would know. That's my excuse, okay? They know each other's social security number.
Did it go back again? Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I feel like we've already heard this.
Her kids, then her parents, and then her. So some people took problems with this and said,
we have been stuck on the same 10 minutes of the video for the past half an hour. Somebody help me.
if this is just to make themselves look good on a divorce show in comparison. The real problems that Lee and Mai face are the fact that Lee has a hard time understanding Mai. He just doesn't understand what she is thinking because she will always say the opposite of what she is genuinely feeling, and there are too many hidden messages in everything that she's saying, and she's got quite a bit of a temper. She seems like she gets angry a little bit.
Nemesis, the all-devouring. His return grows ever closer.
Invaders!
They raid our energy to feed their master. Champion, Windrunner, we have a city to save.
Hell yeah. But first, let me sip some tea. Oh yeah, let's do it. And Ima, I'm glad you remember it very well because, you know, at the end, there's going to be a quiz and you better answer correctly.
Quicker than maybe some other people. Meanwhile, he is very passive. He's very gentle-tempered. He's very chill. He doesn't like to have emotional expressions. He is just a very logical person. And Mai's biggest insecurity is that she is a housewife and she feels insecure about her looks. She also feels insecure about her value. She feels like her value is ignored as a housewife at times, and she takes on a lot more because she wants to be perceived as somebody that's valuable to the household. And it just becomes this whole thing. And so at this point, a lot of people sympathize with Mai, and they're just telling her, like, you're doing so great. Like, you need to love yourself more. If he doesn't see your value, tell him to go f himself. I feel so bad for her. She has no sense of security. She's insecure. And the fact that her husband is in the entertainment industry doesn't make it any better. People are all for Mai. And all the comments underneath those comments are just warning everyone. Just wait.
Oh no.
Come back to this comment after a few more episodes. Just hold on. You're gonna eat your words in a second. And so I'm thinking, this is really weird. At this point, the couple are asked, how would you rate your marriage? Lee says he gives it a 8.5 out of 10.
Damn, why are you here?
Yeah. Little did
much
people
left to
know
do.
that 1.5 is gonna fucking leave you speechless. Whatever is in that 1.5 is absolutely
Okay,
crazy, okay? So the
tell
first day,
me,
the
I
couples
need
are
to
scheduled
know.
to drive to their very first destination. The show has them jump from place to place in China, and it's really cool because they have all these different camps, they have these different hotels, and it's like a scenic journey. Each time there's a different challenge, and they get to see nature, they get to go on these road trips, connect with each other, they get to meet other people. It's nice, it's cute.
So they're not together yet, the three couples.
No, they're in 3 separate cars.
3 vans, 3 cars.
Yeah, 3 cars, and Lee is driving, and he's already giving Mai a neck pillow for the journey. And Maya's like, oh my God, thank you so much, hubby. And everyone's like, they're so sweet. Like, why are these 2 people here? Is this a dating show or a fucking divorce show? This doesn't even make sense. And then once they arrive at the destination, everybody, the 3 couples, they're introduced, they're getting ready to eat lunch, and they're sitting down. And Maya's helping the other girls run their bowl and chopsticks through hot water to clean them. And she'll say things like, I'm usually very good at taking care of other people. I'm a full-time housewife after all. And so some netizens felt this was a really good thing. Like, she is naturally maternal. Some netizens felt like it was kind of weird that she has to announce that. Other netizens felt like it's completely understandable because the other 2 women, she might feel insecure because...
I don't know, like, I don't like this thing, like, I don't like fake humility. I think, like, if you have achieved something or you're doing something that you feel proud about, you should be able to announce it to the world and to your friends and to people that you meet and know and love. If you feel like you want to share it, you should do it proudly. Like, for example, with this housekeeping thingy, like, I love to cook and I love to bake, and I guess like that would put me in this like more traditional position in my house, in the way of like I cook, you know, I take care of my husband in this kind of way. He loves me for it. We have a more like equal distributed task. Like, for example, I cook, he cleans. That's the deal. I wouldn't have it any other way because I think that equality has to exist. But like, if I make a cake and I'm really happy about this cake, and I think that it turned out really well, I will tell my friends, oh my God, I made a killer carrot cake or whatever. And I think that we should be able to say those things.
They're always talked about as being very conventionally attractive, and they have their own careers outside of their husbands. And so maybe she feels like this is her value, so she wants to keep saying it. I don't know, right? I think at this point, no one's mad. They're just trying to understand her. But what's interesting is she keeps saying that she handles everything at home, but in the reality show, Lee is
This
also
must
doing
be
a lot.
Lunatic.
Like, people were
She provokes
expecting him
panic
to
to
be the
hide her
house
sex,
husband that just sits
just
there and
as
is
she
like,
did
oh,
in
honey, sorry, I
Dialogue.
gotta go sing a song. And she's just like doing the dishes nonstop. But whatever she's doing, he's doing it. He's putting up the tent. He's setting up the table. He's opening the takeout boxes. Like, he is always there. And so people are like, they're really complimentary. Like, they're so great together. And just to give you an idea, they had the highest scores out of the couple quizzes. The highest score is 60. They scored 57. Okay?
Wow.
Yangzi scored 14.
14?
14. And just to give you an idea, strangers can get 12 points out of just sheer dumb luck. It's like a probability thing.
Like,
So
that just means like Yangzi doesn't know anything about Ava.
he knows nothing about his wife. Okay?
Ava? What's-
Eva, I think.
Eva? Okay.
He knows nothing about that
That's
beautiful woman.
crazy.
Truly, nothing. He pisses me off too.
That is wild. See, that's so interesting. Like, this couple knows each other so well, but they have so many problems too, right?
Yes.
Versus Yangzi, like, they don't know anything about the wife. I guess different
Yeah.
sets, different types of relationship problems.
Yeah, I feel like fundamentally it's weird. Mai and Lee want the same things, but they are very different as people. And they have very vastly different personalities. Okay, Yangzi and Eva, I can't even begin to understand Yangzi. I think she need to run. That's it. That's all I can say about them. But then the other couple, the chill couple, they have very similar personalities. I feel like their personalities are such a good match, but they have fundamental beliefs that are different. That's even how they describe it, because she's very ambitious and her husband is like
Hazabeth depends
Like,
on
you
this
know,
technomancy for their survival.
Let me just, life is what it is.
That is so. Because we've been talking about this a lot
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah, because we thought as long as
These
you have your
constructs will
core
defend
values
the
are the
city.
same, we thought it works
Without
out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I look
Hazabeth
at
will
Lee and
never
Mai and I'm
defeat
like,
the Shadow
oh,
God."
maybe we're wrong. Because that doesn't make sense either. Just wait, it gets so weird. This is the vibe it gives me. Yangzi and Eva, they give me on paper couple. She's a famous actress, super successful. He's just like a rich kid. I don't know. Okay, but like I guess on
Right.
paper,
We'll cover
technically,
your
if you
escape.
romanticize Nepo baby and then she is like this incredible, successful woman, it sounds like it could be a match. So on paper, everything made sense.
Right.
And then they got
We'll
married and
cover
they're
your
like,
escape.
wow, he sleeps until 3 p.m., goes to sleep at 4 in the morning. I barely see this guy. He never holds his wife's hand, doesn't know a single thing about her. And all he does is go on lectures about life lessons. He thinks he's the fucking next Confucius.
Oh my God,
he
I hate this type of
he is
dude.
a stoic rebirthed. He's weird. He's crazy. And then the chill couple, he feels like life is about going with the flow. Even love, he says there's no such thing as soulmates. Like you pick someone and you're never going to find someone that you're
believe the
100%
Shadow God
satisfied
worked for
with.
Xanatar.
So you pick someone and you just
Despite
kind
the
of, you go
goblin's
with it.
rumors.
You try to, you know,
The
have some
Shadow
fun.
God
The
has
wife
grown
is like,
stronger
no,
since I
no,
last
that's not at
fought
all. I
him."
want love. Like I want to keep working on it.
God.
I am just as ambitious in this relationship as I am in life. And then you have Lee and Mai, who seem like they're supposed to be perfect. But Lee says, my core conflict with my wife is, I think she's way too dominant.
Dang.
And this is where you see the shit starts going down. You see the wall break a little bit. Because up until this point,
shit.
they're sitting down on the little couches answering the questions. She's getting on her knees to fold his pants. She is like obsessed with this man. The minute the D word comes out, dominant, like every frame where he says she's dominant, you just see her in the back staring him down like a dominant person. Very dominant, like very domineering, but she will not admit it. And Lee says she interferes in all aspects of just everything. She takes care of me, yeah, but it's to the point where I feel like it's too much. It's like I don't even have control over my own career. Mai says he thinks I'm way too dominant. But I just need him to listen to me
Oh, shit.
on many things. And if he doesn't, yeah, I'll be unhappy, but I'm not dominant. And everyone's like, okay.
I think
There's
she's
another
living in
part
the
where
Lulu
all of the
land.
couples are outside in a bonfire and she's like
I mean,
drinking
just
her
embrace the
tea.
fact that
And
you're
she's
dominant.
just
What's wrong with it?
staring at him because he's explaining to the other couples that that's the main struggle he has in their relationship. And the way she's glaring at her husband, the netizen comments are, this is not dominant. I can feel her dominance. She is so domineering. Like you are dominating everything. Even during interviews, there's this one section where Mai's question was like, what do you want me to be like? And Lee is confused by that question. And he's like, in terms of looks or not entirely. I mean, like, what can I do to make you more comfortable? I guess if you were less pushy and way less frugal, and Mai is smiling on the side. And everything about that smile scares the shit out of me. That smile? Oh my God. You ever see people smile and you go, I think something's about to happen. And I don't think it's going to be good. It's the mom smile. It's the, you're so lucky that there are cameras here right now. You are so lucky that we're in public right now because I'm about to beat your little ass. That's the mom smile she's giving her husband.
Did she say anything though?
No, she's just like,
Find the path to victory.
so you're gonna answer my question honestly?
Oh no! I mean, like, look, I don't think that per se there's anything wrong with being dominant, as long as you understand you're
safety.
dominant and you
We'll take
know
care of this.
where is the boundary of that domination thingy. And also being able to draw that and listen to your partner, I guess, when they say that it's enough. Because I think that I'm a control freak. I like to control everything. And I think that I do tend to get very dominating. Like, I like to know where I'm going, what time I'm going. I like to have a plan. I like to have a list. I like to, I like to be organized, tack, everything sorted. But leaves very little room for spontaneity, and that also means that I'm going to control every part for example, like a holiday or something like that, you know? So like I will have like a whole list of where we're going, at what time we're going where, what we're doing on which day, to maximize the time on the trip, to make sure that we see everything, so we see as much as possible. And Neff is a avoidant person, so he doesn't engage in conflicts, and sometimes I need him to engage in conflict, because if he doesn't engage, then he'll withdraw from me for not wanting to disagree with me.
Right.
I'll arrange the
We'll
entire
cover your
schedule,
escape.
and then we will be somewhere doing something, and he'll be like, but I want to do this thing, and I'll be like, but the plan, I signed it off 2 weeks ago, the plan, you know? And then I smile at him like, just wait till we get to the hotel.
That's crazy. And so he's just explaining, I mean, we've argued about a lot of these two things. Like, you know, this is, when it comes to being pushy, when you think something's right, you won't listen to anybody else. Like, when I talk about being pushy, it's more in my line of work. Like, you can be pushy about other things, but why do you have to be pushy about my line of work? It's my work. And also, he's in creative work, and she's not a musician. She doesn't even like his music. Okay? It's not like she was already in the music industry.
Yeah.
It's not like she you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like...
Yeah.
And then he says, as for being frugal, I think you're just a little too uptight with money, and I think it's excessive. So he is the sole breadwinner, and she handles all the finances. He doesn't even get an allowance. He has to ask her to spend his money. I mean, their money, to be fair, right? But it's just, he says you're frugal to the point where it's just too much. It's not even that he wants to spend money on himself. It's the fact that they live in a $5 million Beijing house.
Damn.
But she won't buy a trash can.
What?
So they use an old paint bucket and throw a little plastic baggie in there. And he's like, what? This is like miserable. He just wants a new fridge. They use a fridge that's like 10 years old, and it's a hand-me-down from like 20 different people. And halfway through him talking, and he's not even talking the way I'm talking. He's talking very passive, very like, I mean, we've talked about it before. So I just think that she's sometimes a little too frugal. Halfway through, you just see her staring and slowly start crossing her arms. And everyone is like, uh-oh. She is not listening to what her husband is saying. She does not care. She is fucking pissed. She is staring at him. And she just responds, I hear what you're saying, but it's actually very difficult for me to change. And so people are like, oh, then why are you on this show? Isn't that the whole point? And there's so many moments where there's all these small red flags. And I'm going to get to the actual parts. But in the beginning, their progression into the crazier couple is very slow. It's a slow burn. It's like little bits of interviews here and there. There's another part where all the three couples are gathered together, and sometimes they'll share meals and stuff. And the chill couple, the wife is asking, if you ended this relationship, and she's asking the whole group, would you be excited for your next relationship? Like, are you looking forward to being single and seeing who's out there and seeing if you have a better match?
That's a crazy dinner question to be asking. Damn.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's unhinged. I'm gonna ask that tonight at dinner. I'm gonna gather every single married family member. And Mai says, I won't, which is a good answer, right? But she says, I won't. I am pretty certain in my lifetime there is no one I could ever love more, because I've already used up all my energy and love. I think it's just really not easy for me. Like, everything I say is coming from the bottom of my heart. When I love someone, you really have to spend a lot of energy and effort and mental strength, and I think I've used it all. A lot of people did not like that answer. Do you know why?
No.
That's crazy. Like, if I said that, how would you feel?
It's kind of weird. I just don't know what that even means. Like, you used it all. Like, you're tired? You're over it? Like, what does that even mean?
It doesn't sound like love.
Yeah.
It sounds more like guilt tripping. I've put so much energy and work and love into this relationship. I have nothing left in me anymore because I've already used it in this relationship. And so people were saying that's really kind of a shitty thing to say when you're actively trying to work on your relationship, because it makes your partner feel more guilty and it guilts them into staying in the relationship when like that shouldn't be the case. Even her husband does not look touched by what she said. All the netizens are just commenting, this is such a suffocating sentence. Another says, a love that's too deep always becomes a burden. Others are saying, help, this is worse than not having feelings anymore. The people are saying, this is like so much pressure to put on your partner. Others are saying this is like how a mom talks to their kids. This is like a very
like a really bad way to talk to your kids.
Yeah.
Like, I did all of this for you.
Yes. It's not even like, okay, I've heard some girls say, oh, after this relationship, bruh, I'm not dating because men are dumb. Like, I've heard that. Or I've heard like, bruh, I'm so over it. I just like want to fuck around and find out. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. But this is like a weird.
Yeah.
I'm not going to date because I've already given it my all.
Yeah.
Is a lot. It's kind of strange. Then there is the issue with her being way too frugal. Mai says, it's okay. You could just call me cheap. I can handle it. That's what she's telling her husband, because he keeps saying, you know, she's very too financially savvy, too frugal. And initially, netizens are like, wait, isn't that a good thing? Especially if she's a housewife, she's caring, and you're a celebrity. A lot of girls would marry him just to spend his money. Like, this feels like an incredible thing. But he says, no, almost everything in our house was just like throwaway trash from the previous owners. They didn't even want it. They were just going to trash it. Our table, our couch, our bed, everything. Our trash can is a used paint bucket. She just doesn't want to buy a paint bucket. Everything is used. I just can't stand it. Every purchasing decision cannot be made without her approval. I can't make any single decision on my own, which again is giving mother-son relationship. And this is made even more complicated because later on, we're going to go into the exact specific scenarios, but Mai gets really mad that he doesn't buy her gifts, but he has no control over any of his money. So he cannot buy her a gift. But she gets mad that he doesn't buy her a gift. So then he's like, but with what money?
That's a lot.
And then she's like, no, but I don't care.
Maybe she just wants more hand-me-downs.
No, she wants like a designer bag.
Oh,
yeah. No, we're going to get there. It's like very confusing. And so people are just commenting.
Hi, Ma'am Nook, how are you? Yeah, a little bit.
Know your target.
I got
Let's
better,
find Loki
and
for
now
her.
I'm feeling
He
a
was
little
looking
bit
for the
worse,
Shadow God
but
leader.
not as bad as before. So she should come to Poland. Right? A lot of it sounds very reminiscent of a lot of like my mom's generation friends, people, women. Were you sick as well? I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay?
You know, maybe there's mixed reviews. Some netizens are even saying, well, if you made more money, maybe she wouldn't be so frugal. But they live in a very expensive $5 million Beijing apartment. They have, I believe they have people that live in and help housekeep and take care of the house. They do a lot. Even the up house that he built for her was like $45,000. So it just seems like a big thing. But the other two guys, the other two husbands, I guess their wives like to spend a lot of money. And so they're just shocked. They're looking at me and they're like, how handle this is bad. You're laughing too hard. You're laughing too hard.
what?
You're laughing too hard. Why are you laughing?
No, it's just so funny.
What's so funny? What's so funny? They're like, why? What do you mean? They're like, this is an advantage. She's helping you.
What?
Why are you laughing so hard? You're not happy about saving your money? Saving your money is like making your money. That's a problem you shouldn't be complaining about.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. At least it wasn't anything too serious, no?
Okay, that's crazy. And Lee is just like, I mean, just compared to all of our neighbors, like she's the most frugal one. And all the husbands are like, is that bad? Is that fucking bad? How's that bad? That's your biggest problem? You want to know my problem? I gotta freeze the credit card. That's That's my problem. No, just kidding. Okay? And then he's like, well, she won't even buy herself new clothes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, maybe go see your niece next week. You'll have all the time, all the time for her one-on-one. Maybe you can spend some more quality time with her.
The other husbands are literally, that's the source of your fights? Yeah, I mean, yeah, she won't buy herself new stuff, but on top of that, she'll see her friends' husbands buy things for their wives, and then she'll come to me and be like, why don't you buy me things? And so then the other wives are like, yeah, then why don't you buy her things? Everyone's confused at this point. I do. And then she'll return it. And the other husbands are looking. She returns your gifts? And they go, I don't think you guys have problems. I don't think this is an issue. Get out of here with this shit, okay? And all the netizens are commenting, no, this is an issue. This is a real issue. Mai's love is a burden. You don't get it. She loves him more than she loves herself, and that is a burden. So none of the other couples are looking at Lee like he's got a real problem. They're like, get your booty out of here. You are in a happy relationship. In fact, I want to marry your wife. Give me your wife, okay?
That's the beginning, right?
The very beginning.
Okay.
They will change their minds very quickly, okay? That is in the beginning.
Yeah, something is
As
wrong
the
with
show
her.
continues, by the second day, everybody arrives at their next destination. They're moving fast. It's like a cross-country road trip.
Oh shit, okay, there's no... God damn it. Like, I want to turn off the volume for, like, questing, but I want to have the volume for cinematics. Can't win. What? What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Drama. Fuck. Okay. I will activate the voice because I do want to hear what they're saying in those cinematics because I am invested in this story. At least like let's like this at least.
Our fight continues.
I love Warcraft. I've been playing it since I'm 10 years old. So I spent my whole life in Warcraft.
Windrunner, Dimensius, stirs. You must
It is old, yeah.
We have
But it's
no
really good.
better options.
Hello, my champion.
Your champion, bitch. I ain't your nothing. Ugh.
I cannot believe you would partner with her.
Let's
She's
see
trying
the
to
drama.
kill me. We've all tried to kill each other. Focus on the Void Lord, who will devour us all if he emerges.
You have every reason to hate her. For now, we need to work together.
Dimensius was smashed into as many shards as Koresh. But you've allowed the Shadow Guard to piece him back together. I should just end her! Why are you protecting her, Locust Walker?
It pains me to admit, but if we are to get you and the champion anywhere near Dimensius, then we need her expertise.
That means if you kill me, then you destroy Azeroth.
Shit.
That would be my next stop if I were a Void Lord.
I am not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust me.
Okay, we've heard that.
Set aside your hunt, Windrunner. You will see why this is necessary.
What next?
Oh my god. This is not gonna end well.
and they have their lunch. And prior to that, there was
eyebrows
this
are very
traditional
aggressive, aren't they?
Mongolian performance that they get to watch. And so these women are dressed in their Mongolian traditional attire, dresses, and they're dancing to traditional Mongolian music. And Mai decides that she's going to join in. So it's like two girls, and then she joins in. Everybody's having a good time. And then Eva decides that she's also going to join in. So now she's dancing. And mind you, Eva is a goddess. She's an actress who graduated from the Beijing Film Academy. She's won many acting awards. I mean, there's no doubt that she is incredibly beautiful, highly talented. But on top of that, she is just, everything about her is pure elegance. She'll be wearing like a Juicy Couture track set, and I'm like, a track suit. And she just looks like a queen. I don't know how to describe her elegance. It's weird. She be using a giant scrunchie, putting her hair up in a bun, and I'm like, you literally look like you could be receiving a Nobel Peace Prize right now. Something about you just screams sophistication and elegance, even when she's dressed like that. So she starts dancing, and everyone's clapping. Everybody's having a fun time. Everybody's just dancing. But the moment that Mai sees Eva dancing, she stops. And she's clapping for Eva with everybody else. And she's like, oh my God, so wonderful, so wonderful. And she keeps making these comments of, oh, if someone told me she was dancing, I would have stopped dancing. I'm so exhausted. I was just like, she's trying to say, I was trying to make the atmosphere fun. And I was so tired by that. If you told me she was dancing and she was making the atmosphere fun, I wouldn't have done that. And afterwards, she's like, oh, you were so great. You were so incredible. Like, you're beautiful. And then they sit down to eat. So all three couples sit down to eat, and they're kind of set apart from each other. Imagine 3 separate tables. But they're all in a row, so they all can kind of cross-talk, and there's nobody else in the restaurant, so no one else can hear them. But she's just scolding her husband. She's like, why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop me from dancing? Basically insinuating it's embarrassing to dance next to Eva.
Oh, yeah, she's insecure about it.
Yes, and then she's like, at least you could have reminded me. I could have avoided being part of the atmosphere group. So atmosphere group being like people who set the vibes.
That's so
and she's like, if she was already setting the vibe, I wouldn't have been setting the vibe. And he just thinks it's like a funny joke. Like, she's just being funny and cute about it. And he's like, what am I going to do? Scream across the room to tell you to, hey, stop dancing. No, but like, you can walk over there and pull me away.
That would be so bad.
Like, that would be worse.
That would be freaking crazy.
Like, he would get canceled on the internet.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, but your dancing was really good. And she says, no, it wasn't. So the
like, I feel like she's really unhappy with herself, and she's really unhappy with him. And I don't think that there's anything that he can do to help her, because I don't think that she wants to help herself.
Citizens are just really confused, and on the show there are a panel of experts. Some of them are celebrities, some of them are celebrity hosts, some of them are like psychiatrists, and they all like to comment on the relationships. And as they're watching, their primary emotion is perplexed, and all of them are saying, we understand that she's insecure, but it was so good. Like, she looked beautiful dancing.
Yeah.
It's something that only she saw in herself. And so netizens are commenting, but if he had pulled you, you would have been so upset. I think it would have been more embarrassing. And also, like, he thought you were having fun and you looked beautiful. Like, it's okay. Others are saying, like, this is actually so bad. They're saying, while I understand her insecurity, she's the one that started dancing first. And the second that someone prettier is dancing, she suddenly doesn't want to dance. And now it's her husband's fault that he didn't stop her from dancing. It just feels weird. It's like a weird emotion to have. Other people were more understanding, but this is kind of where the hate train starts. But this is not the bad parts. These are still very understandable. So most people thought,
I don't like this kind of definitive descriptions, but yeah, she's very miserable.
I mean, everyone's having fun. What's the big deal? I do think I understand the logic behind, or the emotion behind what Mai feels.
Yeah.
But one, it's not her husband's fault.
Yeah.
And two, it's definitely not something I would voice out loud. I would just be sad about it by myself. I'd just be like, damn, I'm never watching that when it airs. Like, that's crazy. And then the chill couple, the husband is making comments because he's bored. He's like, oh, I barely ate anything yesterday. You know, this is my first full meal today. It's just like a nonchalant thing. No one's responding. Even his wife is like, I don't give a fuck. Same here. Like, we're all on the same set. You think I had a full meal, bitch? But all of a
Okay,
sudden,
let's see what the quest brings.
Tenensius must be stopped. Survival is our utmost priority. The Trust sent scouts to observe the Shadow Guard's mana forge. Come along, champion.
Yeah, no, she is. She's a bit delulu. That's for sure. Like I love how the trailer for how she is could have been seen in the initial interview where the husband answered something and she was like, no, like he was like, what do the question was like, what do you want to achieve in life? And he's like, I want to travel with my family. And she was like, no, you want to achieve a better position in your job.
and Mai inserts herself into this conversation and she says, you sound just like my husband. I've heard this sentence so many times, and every time he says stuff like this, it just makes me so anxious.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, no.
Is she like very serious about this?
Very
He can't
serious.
win.
Yeah, and then her husband just responds, yeah, I guess you've heard that for a lot of years.
Like she takes all the money, she manages the finances of the family, and she doesn't leave him any money. She lives very frugally. Like they live in a like $500,000 apartment in Beijing or something like that, but they don't have furniture. All the furniture are the furniture that were there before they moved in, or like second-hand appliances and all that. She doesn't want to buy anything because she's very frugal. He doesn't get any money to himself, but she complains that he's not buying her designer bags as gifts, but she doesn't leave him any money that he could buy the designer bags with. Yeah, no. Well, I would say let's see where it's gonna go and let's see how it ends before forming like conclusions, like full conclusions, you know.
He seems like the type that forgets to eat. Like he's very skinny. He seems like the type that like doesn't. She later says he has stomach issues, so he doesn't like to. He's very picky about his food.
Oh, this just got deep.
Yeah, but it was just kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the husband is like, yeah, I guess you've heard it, for a few years. And Mai says, yes, and every time you say that, I get very anxious. And at this point, he's eating. He's actively eating mid-chew. And he doesn't respond because he's mid-chew, which you would think would make her happy because it makes her anxious when he's not eating, right?
Yeah.
But then she goes, are you even listening to me?
No, she doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home wife. And he has a very good job, like he earns a lot of money.
Me right now? And he goes, I am. Okay. And she starts poking at her food with the chopsticks. And then she turns to him and says, so? That's it? That's all you're going to say? And he's like...
Yeah.
And it just feels... It feels
I feel
like...
sorry for him.
I think a lot of netizens are saying, sometimes you be having some dumb fights with your husband. Sometimes you be having some dumb fights. It's not a fight you would have in public. Definitely not a fight you would have on TV. Because it's just like a dumb fight. Like you only do this when you're home alone, you two.
Yeah.
You're not really even trying to have a fight, but maybe you're a little
Yeah, it's
pissy
very
from the
bad.
day and you're
It's
like,
very, very
that's
bad.
it? That's all you're going to say? Okay, whatever, I'm mad at you. And then it's like really not a big deal. And then you're like, babe, don't be mad. And then you're like, okay, I'm not mad. Okay, netizens are like, we get it, but this is crazy to do it right now in this setting in front of people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of netizens are like, fine, yeah, we can attest sometimes your husband is not immediately responding and you'll be like, are you even listening right now? But it's like, this is weird to do it in this setting.
Like there are
And so
layers
he
to
tries to
this.
twist the subject because he doesn't want to continue. This is really weird. It almost seems like she's wanting him to say, thank you so much for taking care of me, or like, so sorry for making you anxious all those years. I don't know. But he just says, oh yeah, I was talking to one of the other husbands yesterday and we actually have a lot in common. Really? Yeah, like photography, we both like music and bikes. And Lee is responding to every single one of Mai's questions. He's always entertaining her emotions. But when he's talking about this, she looks like she's checked out. She doesn't give a fork.
Oh.
Up until this point, again, I don't know anything about their private relationship. We can only judge by what's been aired on this show. It just feels like he probably has a lot of problems of his own, but she has her own insecurities that she's dealing with, and it feels like she needs to constantly remind him everything she's done for him. And then she gets mad at him at the same time because she does all these things for him, but then he gets frustrated because he never asked her to do these things.
Yeah.
So netizens are just commenting that she's a bit of a buzzkill. Everyone's just trying to have fun, and she's doing too much, and that maybe she's too sensitive, and this feels very suffocating. One thing about this show is that, and this gets me every single time, everybody's marriage is on the brink of collapse. Everything is in shambles. But the way they give each other advice, all of them be giving each other advice, I'm like, ma'am, your divorce papers have been printed. The ink is still drying. What do you mean? So after everybody finishes their meal, the producers hand the couple a handbook and a notice that for the next few days, the three couples are going to only have 1,000 yuan to spend per day.
Each couple.
Yes, which is $140. No, collectively.
Oh, 6 people.
Yes.
Okay.
And throughout the episodes, the three couples are going to take turns managing the finances and being the tour guide for each stop that they have. So let's say we're going to Kentucky tomorrow, and we are part of the three couples. We can only spend $140 for the entire three couples.
Yeah.
And Kentucky, I will be the tour guide. And then the next one is Arkansas.
I have a theory on what's happening, but I really just want to see what's gonna come out during this show before I voice my final opinion. But yeah, no, she definitely is the problem in that relationship. I have a little theory on how this happened.
And the next couple is going to be the tour guide. And whatever you don't spend the first day is going to be carried over to the next round.
Oh.
And then when you run out of money, I mean, I don't think anything big happens when you run out of money. It's just for the purpose of creating some sort of challenge and operation. And immediately Mai announces, I'm the perfect person for this. Like, I handle all the finances. I love doing stuff like this. And so netizens are thinking, okay, this is going to be perfect. Like, this is right up her alley. So she takes on that day immediately. She's like, okay, I'm going to be in charge of today. She gets control of the finances, and immediately she's just a buzzkill. At the end of the day, this is a divorce show to have these couples reconnect. But she's just complaining the whole time. How is it possible? Like, how are we only going to spend this much in this amount of time? Like, we have 6 people. Like, have you guys thought about the average cost per person? If there's any remaining funds, they're going to be carried around to the next round. So I think I need to go first. And this is good that I'm going first, because the person who can save the most should be first, so that it'll roll over to the next one. And then we save the last spot for those who just like naturally spend more money. And she just keeps emphasizing how good and how thankful people should be, because she's gonna take this first, to the point where the chill couple, the wife literally goes, it's not necessary. Like, you don't have to be doing all of this. You don't need to have money roll over to the next couple. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, she wants people to be so thankful, when it's like, it's fine then. Don't even do it then. A netizen is like, she's just trying to prove how financially savvy she is. And she just starts ordering everybody. They just finished lunch, and she's like, okay, everybody, we gotta pack the leftovers. Because if you calculate, it's like, what? A few bucks per person per meal, which is not nearly enough. The other people kind of start ignoring her, but she's nagging. Have you guys done the math here? We've got 6 people. We've got 3 meals a day. Yangzi is so annoyed. He's probably never had to count pennies in his entire life. His parents are filthy rich. His wife is filthy rich. And he literally just responds, I just won't eat then. And she's like, yeah, right. You eat more than anybody else. What do we do today? Should we go get a massage?
A massage? How are you gonna get a massage?
Well, we still have to enjoy life, right?
Have you considered the cost per person? Do you know how many meals that is? If it's 3 meals per person per day, that's like 36 meals starting to... Hey, where are you going?
and he's just walking off. So Lee, her husband, and the other two girls stay by.
Lee is like, welcome to my life, guys.
Yeah, and they start packing the leftovers. And at this point, netizens are still kind of supportive of Mai and her financial decisions because they're like, yeah, okay, these celebrities have never had to penny pinch in their lifetimes. Little do they know this is our entire existence. But then she steps out of the tent, the restaurant, and she immediately starts calling Eva's husband, Yangji, baby.
Baby?
Like pet names. So he wants to go buy fireworks, and she's like, honey, you can't be spending any more money, okay? Be a good boy. I'm not paying for any of these expenses. These kids.
What?
So she's like,
okay, so she's like turning herself into like mommy, maybe?
yeah, like mamacita, but it's,
I think
some people thought it was
It's just like weird.
issues.
yeah.
Her energy shifted with everyone. Like she's
Yeah.
in charge now.
I don't know. I don't think I would take offense to it, but some people took offense to it. Why are you calling like it almost feels like a woman using this to suddenly talk so casually to another woman's husband.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't think it was that crazy, but some people were like, does she think she's funny? The screen was flooded with like question mark. They were saying honey is crossing the line. She's calling him baby in front of his wife, and they just met yesterday. So people were saying it's just crazy. But I mean, Eva didn't seem to care, so people didn't think it was the biggest deal. She also does it to the other husband. He wants to buy cigarettes, and she's just like, honey, we can't be spending money like this. And I'm sure for smokers, maybe it's difficult to curb your cravings because it is an addiction. It's a nicotine addiction. And he is trying very hard. He's like, I will not eat breakfast for the next 2 days, but I probably need my cigarettes. You know what I mean? Especially
Been there,
I'm on
done
this
that.
show to try to make my marriage work. Cutting an addiction cold turkey in the midst of that is probably not ideal. Okay? So maybe I want the cigarettes. But she's so intent about it that he does not end up getting it.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
So people already thought that was very low EQ of her.
Like just too serious, right?
Yes.
Like you're like bringing down everybody's mood.
Yeah.
While even though you're doing the challenge.
It's like the challenge is supposed to be fun for everyone and make
Yeah.
it like a fun, like, oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to be like
The
this.
So
darkness.
serious, yeah.
And in order to pay for fireworks that they really wanted to do, her husband volunteers to sing a song as payment. And they set up this beautiful place with mics. I mean, it was already set up.
Oh, he's gonna sing a song to the
Yes.
firework people.
Yes, but it's already set up in this beautiful location. There's a mic stand. He has his guitar already. And what I'm trying to say by that, and this is very important later, is this whole singing of the song is included as a very lengthy segment in the episode as well. So yes, he's singing a song in exchange for fireworks, but it's also really good promotion for his career. Because
yeah.
it's not like they're not giving him vocals, they're
Yeah.
not giving him the proper stage. He's not just like performing on the street like randomly and it looks uncomfortable or embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's such a vibe.
It's a promotion for his song.
It's
on national
his career.
TV.
Exactly. This is important later. Not important right now, but just remember this. But
hope
as
she's not
she's
jealous of
recording it,
his career on
it
top
was
of
just
that.
giving mom recording son at a talent show vibes. So the other couples, they're sitting there enjoying the music. And I don't know, I feel like when I watch you do things that you're good at, like I just like to enjoy the show. Just like to enjoy the vibe, right? Disgusting.
Oh, what?
You know, you just want to like see your husband in his element, being a nerd, being whatever, doing whatever, right? But she's like, the way she's recording is like a TikTok. She's like left, right, up, right, left, up, right, up, left, and then she's scanning the crowd, showing the other couples. It was just,
Okay.
some netizens just thought it was a lot. It was a
Right.
lot. It was a lot. Like, this is a marriage show at the end of the day. It's like a divorce show. It's not promote your husband show. It's like he might not be your husband at the end of this show. So if anything, don't you feel like you're in the space of, who knows? It might be the last time you hear him sing like that. I don't know. It was just weird. By the rest of the night, everyone wants to get massages, but immediately Mai is already going off. Why? Why am I the only one thinking about saving money? Are you guys not gonna eat, drink? I mean, think about it. If we spend all the money, we're gonna have to keep performing here tomorrow and the next day for food. We're gonna be doing martial arts. We're gonna be singing. We're gonna be doing all sorts of little talents. I think Mai thought that she was being funny, but nobody else thought it was funny. Like, they started getting annoyed because I think maybe the first time it's funny, but then all day, all night, it's no longer getting funny. I think she has the right intentions, but it was just a buzzkill. And the other couples just get silent, and she's nagging to the point where, you remember the radio host husband, the chill couple husband? Chill husband, he's done with her. He just says, you can eat less then. And then Youngju, Nepo baby, parents are rich, wife is rich. He said, that amount of money is fine, okay? Just, we can buy whatever we want. It's fine. His whole attitude is, I'm gonna pull out my black card. The producers are gonna stop me? I didn't think so. Come on.
I love it.
Come on, I need a massage. I'm so fucking bored. I don't know anything about my wife, so it's getting awkward talking to her. Hello? Like, that's his vibe, okay? And Maya's like, I don't think it's enough money. Don't think too much.
Just do.
I just want to listen to more context to see what else she's gonna pull out, but I feel like severe mommy syndrome, mommy issues. She probably had a very controlling mother who kind of suffocated her, so she's learned to equate love with providing, but it was twisted because I feel like the way that she was being taken care of as a kid seems like she was suffocated. So now she's kind of like passing on the same trauma, but she's fixating on her husband like he's her son.
Yeah, don't think, just do. That's
Just
what
buy,
I do.
just
Yeah.
buy.
Just buy, think later. Okay? And she's like, why do you have to be so extreme? Like, we can always plan first, and then I can also give you the money that we saved on this day, and then you guys will have a bigger budget later. And it's the next couple, the chill couple, the next day. So they're like, we don't want it. Okay, we don't want your leftover money. We don't want it. Do whatever you got to do planning. We don't need to be involved with the planning. That's another thing they're getting annoyed with. It's like, if it's your couple day, the whole point the producers made this is that you and your partner brainstorm, like, manage the finances together. Yeah. She's just complaining to the whole group. And it's like, it's your freaking day. It's your freaking day. So you go figure it out on your day, and we'll go figure it out on our day. Do I need to know about your problems? No. The answer is no. So he said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. Go plan your day. Plan whatever you want. I can't take it anymore.
Chill guy's not chill anymore.
No, chill guy is not chill. He just be popping off on the craziest things. But then when it comes to fighting with his wife, he's like super chill. He's like, baby, don't fight me. Everybody else fighting, he's like, shut the fuck up. And then his wife is like, I'm literally gonna divorce you. And he's like, it's not that serious, is it? I love you, you love me. It's just like, what? It's crazy.
They're literally on a divorce show.
Yeah. And she's just taking things so far. Maya's taking things, sucking the fun out of the trip for everyone. The irony is not lost. The irony is not lost because the two other husbands, from this point forward, they shut up about Lee complaining about his wife being too frugal. Because 2 seconds ago, they were like, what's the problem with that? That sounds like a positive thing. And now, they don't like it anymore. And even Youngju says, I suddenly know how Lee feels. When everyone's trying to have a little bit of fun, Maya's nonstop. How much money do we have? How much money do we have? How much money do we have? Watching the others complain about Mai, Lee does step in to mediate. He says, okay, guys, why don't we all just go back to our own places for the night? And he gets the vibe. It's not like he has no EQ. He has higher EQ than Mai. So he's just like, I feel like everyone hates my wife right now. They're about to jump her to buy a pack of cigarettes. My wife is about to get jumped for $5. So I gotta put an end to this. Why don't we all just cool off? Why don't we just go back to our places for a second, and we're gonna go plan and figure it out. She doesn't get the hint. She's like, wait, first, we have to discuss if we're gonna eat breakfast or not tomorrow.
Oh no.
Ma'am, your husband is literally trying to save you. These celebrities are about to commit felony assault. They're about to fucking punch you. And at this point, the chill husband screams, if you want to eat, just eat. If not, then don't. And then at this point, he does end up going to buy cigarettes. And he's like, I said I'm not going to eat. He's like getting very upset. And so Mai's husband, Lee, is trying to pull her to the side. Like it's no problem. He said he's not going to eat breakfast. Like, he's about to punch you. Why don't you?
Wait, let's see what they have to say.
Unnecessary.
Okay, Zalatat is here.
If it isn't my favorite mortal.
I was here from with the Rishi ribbons. I love how sassy Zalatat is. She reminds me Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
With my help, victory awaits.
Okay, let's acquire his ribbon. I have a feeling something big is about to happen.
We will survive. Sharp as a blade.
I'm ready for the transmutation.
I will do as I promised.
Oh. Oh.
You are now like the ethereals and brokers were.
Oh shit.
An untethered soul composed of energy.
Okay.
You get it. Why don't you get it? Maybe I have, as a husband, have been too nice, but these other 4 people are going to punch you in the face. Do you get what I'm telling you? And she's still, who skips a meal for cigarettes? And her husband is like, just respect his decision. He's an adult. She's just going on. At this point, viewers are seething. It's just like people are saying it's so suffocating because she's so obsessed with controlling everyone. It's not even just her husband and her own kids, which already is a red flag, but it's just she's always judging other people's choices. She's trying to make everybody's problem her problem. She's calling other people's husbands baby and honey at the same time while judging them, while screaming at them. And it's just like, you gotta pick one. You can't.
Thank you. I love my relationship hell show. See you later.
Be both. It's just, it was too much. So they go back to their living arrangements. And at this point, it changes per place that they go to. But the residences were separated by girls and the guys.
You're saying on this night?
Yes.
Okay.
And when sometimes they will travel by RV and it'll be girls and the guys. So the girls and the guys, they're separated. And Mai is still not done. This is her whole personality. We will never hear the end of it the whole fucking season. It feels like she wants kudos for managing so well while the other couples are so chill.
You are beset by the power of Dimensius. Do not fret, my champion. I'll save you.
Why is she gonna be saving me? Okay.
Tell me what you need. You would never reach Dimensius without the Rishi ribbons and my help.
Survival is our...
Why did you even help the rabble in the first place, Xanath?
The same reason I'm helping you. The promise of an end to the all-devouring.
Okay.
Because when she gets back, she's complaining to the other wives now. Oh my God, I never thought that $140 could last 6 people. It's just not enough. Like, I don't understand why I have to manage money at home. And now while I'm on this trip, I still have to be in charge. And people are like,
that is an insane statement.
People are like, you volunteered.
Yes.
She's like, and you know what I realized? I realized in this moment that men are like children.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is like, people have problems with that, you know, and like normally I'm so chill about it too, but it was just a lot because I think she's like insulting the woman's husbands in front of them.
Yeah.
I think I would have a hard time with that.
Yeah, no, I love Zalatat. Zalatat is reminding me of Ursula from The Little Mermaid, which is my favorite villain from Disney.
It would just be
what did the other 2 wives say?
I mean, they didn't say anything, which
She's
is
giving
exactly
drag
what I
queen
would do, but
vibes.
it definitely would not be something I would experience as pleasant.
Yeah.
I don't know. Worry about your own husband. I'll worry about my husband. It's okay. And like, I'm not saying my husband's great, but like, come on. That's kind of mean. And I just met you. It's kind of weird, right? But she's like, in these situations, they still insist on spending money. They're not thinking about eating and food and just like going on and on and on. And it was just like initially in the beginning when the guys were spending money, don't get me wrong, all the viewers are like, men are idiots. But then when she kept going on about it in front of their wives and the wives are just like, yeah. It's also, even if the wives agree, even if they're like, yeah, men are idiots, even if they agree, it's just a very uncomfortable position to put these wives in.
Yeah. I need to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right, 1 second. I'll turn on my camera. Okay, I'm back. Take over the stream. You will hold it hostage. You couldn't hold it hostage even if you tried. Ha 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 ha. All the fishes I have? I don't have any fishes. Ima, you did not drink the juice beside the washing machine. You are a doctor to be. So, I don't believe you. Ima, the point is like this. If it smelled and tasted like a fruit, that's good. If it smelled and tasted like a flower, not good. Okay, let's carry on.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? Trash talk my husband on live TV right now? Like, it's not even good. It's not even like I am talking about his shortcomings so that we can get better as a couple. It's just like,
Yeah.
I feel like you just want me to shit on my husband for no reason. And like, that's weird.
That's okay, Ima. It's going to make you resilient. I have a feeling there's something wrong with the graphics. Or is it just me?
So people were just saying, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. Especially because you just called their husbands honey 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Does she have like zero EQ?
Yes.
Always saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, all the
But
time.
it's really weird because she has high EQ. Okay, what I noticed is EQ is emotional, like intelligence. It's like IQ, but for emotions. She has really high EQ on picking up other people when it's negative towards her. But then everything else, like her EQ is not high.
Yeah.
And so the comments are saying, didn't you choose this? You chose to be the one on day one. Like, my head hurts from listening. People are saying, she talks too damn much. Other people are commenting, first of all, you were the one who chose to do this. Second of all, you're the one treating the men like kids. Like, they weren't acting like kids. You decided to treat them like kids. And if you're not tired, because you keep yapping, then who the fuck is tired?
Okay, let's see what the sexy lady is saying. Honestly,
stabilize the dome. The rest of you, secure this area. The Shadow Guard are everywhere.
I have a theory about where Zalatat is going. I have a feeling, and I might be completely wrong because I haven't seen the whole story. I don't know that much. But from the little bit of what I had seen, like I had seen the way that she appeared in the world, the way she was taunting Illyria, and I've seen her in the midnight trailer. And from what I'm seeing, I have a feeling that Zalatat is going to be somehow exalted. Like, that she is participating in some sort of evil plan. There's something with the Void. But I have a feeling it's going to be a similar story to Sylvanas, like before Shadowlands Sylvanas. That Sylvanas was like, you know, slave to the Lich King, but then she freed herself, she became the hero for the undead, she became their queen, then she became the leader of the Horde. I have a feeling it's gonna be something similar, like Zalatat is going to become some sort of character that's going to be forgiven for her sins, and she will join the good. I heard about the new model. I haven't seen it, but I heard about it. I have a feeling though that Zalatat is gonna follow a similar pathway, and she's gonna become one of our bosses, basically. Does it? You have to send it to me. I'll take a look. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
I thought you were just going to consult the Harbinger, not bring her along.
I insisted. Last time, the rabble was unable to complete the straightforward task it was given. I need to look after my interests. I need to know that we will bring an end to Demencius.
Is that so? Then if you insist on being part of this venture, I'm going to put you to work. Don't just float around making sassy remarks. Make yourself useful and kill some Shadow Guard.
Love it. Venari has...
Do you really trust her?
I trust her to do whatever she needs to survive. We share a purpose. To kill the all-devouring. That may change once Demencius is dead. Don't just stand there scowling at each other. Get to work. My dome is in crisis.
This is the equivalent of Winston Churchill and Stalin joining forces against Hitler.
Okay, because what's happening? Everyone agreed that they should just split the money every day between the three different couples.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because you can just decide how to do it, and
Yeah.
she didn't want to do it, and she still doesn't want to do it later. We're going to talk about it because she wants to be in control of the money.
And she want to complain about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she volunteers to be the tour guide the next day. And a lot of people start psychoanalyzing Mai. And I think a lot of people have sympathy, as do I. I think lots of people have sympathy for how she might feel this way. Being a housewife to a celebrity who probably meets lots of fangirls that are young and maybe are more conventionally attractive. And then you see all these other celebrity wives and maybe they look different from you and you start having all of these thoughts and you feel like, what if he leaves me? I have no financial security. I have nothing. Like, I sacrificed my entire life for his career. And now that he's bigger and successful, what if he just decides that he's going to find someone younger and hotter? Like, I totally get it. I totally get it. But I think the way way that she behaves towards
Yeah.
other people outside.
Like, I see how she could get that way. I don't think that excuses her behavior. You know?
They're all cracked.
But I find it fascinating of how she might have ended up finding herself in such a position. It's a lot of insecurity, and I think that underlying sense of insecurity is so powerful in her that she should have never gotten into a relationship with this man.
Of her husband, because if her husband is making her feel that way, that's also a problem, and he also they need to work on it together. If he's making her feel more like that, that's both of their problems, right?
Yeah.
It's not just her problem, it's their problem. But when she brings it upon the other couples, it's just like,
that's the problem.
it's not their problem. Your problem is not their problem.
Yeah.
And like, your problem is not everybody's priority. And I think that's where it starts getting weird. But people have been psychoanalyzing. It just seems like she's craving purpose and the feeling of being needed. But the paradox is, she wants to be perceived as almost like a victim, is what netizens say. Like the one who gave up everything.
But this
And
is
she's
covered narcissism. Covered narcissism is this type of narcissism, and it's normally actually more dangerous than the outright pathological narcissism where the person thinks that they're the best. Covered narcissism is where the person wants the attention focused on them about the misfortune that they have experienced. So it's always like, poor me, all what's happened to me, all the how people hurt me, how they have schemed behind my back, how I am the victim of every situation. And it's that fixating on how you're always the victim, how you're always in the wrong, you're always at the target of other people's whatever. And it's that constant feeling sorry for yourself with the desire for the attention to be on you about that. And it's very, very dangerous, because actually more murders where narcissists are involved are committed by covert narcissists than the outright pathological narcissists. More serial killers think that they are the victim. And that's why it's so dangerous.
Is forced to give up everything. But then people are saying it's hard when you're the one choosing to do these things, because then you can't also act like you're forced. So through her words, she has to almost have this facade of reluctance. It's like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, nobody listens, so now I have to do this. And it's like, then you have to constantly nag to establish this narrative that you have been burdened with responsibility that you did not ask for. In reality, you asked for it. You wanted it.
Yeah.
So it's like complicated.
Yeah, in Chinese we call it like morality kidnapping. Like you kidnap someone with quote unquote.
I love Chinese proverbs. Oh,
when it's not
let's
in the stone life.
I'm just gonna turn off the volume for the duration of the dungeon.
Ah, that's kind of what she's doing.
Yeah, like, you know, like I did all of this for you. They're basically getting kidnapped by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how people were receiving it. And again, people are a little bit more lenient about her relationship with her husband. They're like, at the end of the day, she did raise his kids. She did bear 2 of his kids. You know, like, that's very complicated. We don't know if what we're seeing on this show is how their relationship really is like. We don't know. But when it comes to the other couples, it was just like a lot.
Yeah,
And
I
this
think
is
it's a good
nothing. It gets so
precursor.
much worse. This is nothing. This is,
Oh my
at this
God.
point, the other couples don't even feel like she's doing anything too burdensome. She's just like chilling. Like, they're fine. That night, every couple, the tour couple, has a photo shoot. Like some sort of it's like a divorce photo shoot almost, or a moment of reflection. So they get this card, and it's, life has many shining moments that are photographed, uploaded, browsed, and liked, but those faded instants may be deeply held in the mind, visible only to oneself. So they have this whole thing, instructions, where in the middle of the night, they're supposed to head outside onto this big grassy lawn, and the theme of the photo shoot is divorced. How would it be remembered? They walk out onto the lawn, and there's this huge projector, and it's like a projection screen. So a shadow is reflected on there, and it looks like two couples. It looks like maybe they're kissing. I don't know. It just looks like two couples. And Maya's standing in front of it, so is Lee, and they're guessing, well, it's probably a picture of us, right?
Two couple or one couple?
One couple, like two people. One couple. And she's like, well, it's probably a picture of us, right? And then the photographer, the artist, comes out from behind. And she says, this is a projection of you guys. And Maya's like, oh, I know what picture it is. I think it's the one from our wedding, right? And it's revealed it is exactly the one from the wedding. And she immediately turns around to her husband and says, you get 0 points. And so a lot of netizens didn't like that. But again, I mean, I don't know their relationship. Maybe that's how they joke, but it was kind of weird.
The couple's thingy is worse.
It was kind of weird in such a special moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she was just like, you get 0 points. And he just quietly says, yeah, I couldn't tell at first. And she just stares at him and laughs. So she has this thing where she laughs even if she's mad, even if she's sad, she just be laughing. And it's kind of scary. Okay, so she's just laughing. Some people felt like she's not laughing. Like, you can tell she seems annoyed. She seems annoyed that he didn't see it before her, which is kind of weird, netizens thought. But they're told to walk behind the projector. And she's wrong too, because it's not a shadow. It's just white drapes, and they have this light machine. And they used a real sculpture to cast it. And that sculpture is made from a pile of clothes.
Wait, an artist used a pile of clothes to create a shadow that looks just like their wedding photo?
Yes.
That's
and
crazy.
The pile of clothes is very meaningful. She says, this is the 0 point moment in your marriage, yes? And Lee instantly knows what it is. Mai doesn't know, but he says yes. This incident hurt me for a really long time. I think I was upset for maybe a month. This is one of their biggest fights ever. And
Mai
they talk
doesn't
about
remember?
She does a little bit, but she's not really engaging. And this happened a few times. So the first time, Mai moved in with him, and she went into their closet, and she said, look, there's not even space for my clothes in the closet. He just tells her, okay, yeah, I can move some clothes out. He says she still got upset and said, even if you move clothes out, I don't have enough space to put clothes in. Like, I won't have a lot of space to put a lot of clothes. It'll just be like a little bit of clothes.
Sure.
So he moves, half the closet out, and she doesn't use the space. So he's like, okay, he moves the clothes back in. And then the second time, she gets mad again. She's like, I don't have anywhere to put my clothes in this closet. So then he moves more clothes out of the closet. And then she's like, no, still not good. So then he moves the clothes back in, and he's like, I don't get what's happening right now. Like, I don't get it. And then he says everything was fine. So eventually, this goes on for like weeks. Eventually, he thought it's fine. She moved on from it. There's no conversation about it. I guess her clothes are in like a separate room with because I guess she moved in with him, right? And so her clothes are in a different room. Everything is fine during the day. He didn't do anything. He says, I didn't do anything to upset her or trigger her or anything. And then suddenly, she thought of something related to her friends who have their own closet wardrobe rooms, I guess. So then she comes up to him and she says, there's no space for my clothes. My friends all have their own like vanity tables and wardrobe rooms. Their husbands treat them so well, and just look at you. Look at our house. Look at your clothes. They're all yours. There's no place for me in this house.
So what?
Around that time, they were moving.
To a new house.
Yeah. So they end up moving to the new house. I think that's why also he's like, okay, well, we're moving to a new house where you're going to have so much more space.
Yeah.
So they move to this new house, and she brings up the issue again. Like, I don't have enough space for my clothes in this house. So he's so frustrated by this moment. He starts, this guy is so calm. You don't see him show any emotion throughout the entire show, except for maybe a handful of times. The other couples, all of them are on an emotional roller coaster. The husband, the wives, everybody. He has maybe 3 moments. He gets so upset. He goes into his closet and trashes every single piece of clothing he owns. He said that he came up with multiple solutions. She wasn't content with any of it, and she would just randomly bring it up out of nowhere when he thought the conversation was over. And he just was so confused. He didn't understand what she even wanted anymore, so he just threw away all his clothes. This was his thought. If she thinks there's not enough space, I'll make space for her. Okay. Then she thinks it's not enough space for her clothes. He makes more space for her. Then he said the problem became, I don't have enough clothes. My friends have more clothes than me. My friends have their own clothing rooms. I don't have space for my clothes. So he's just so confused that he just throws away all of his clothes. Because he's like, I don't understand what the problem is anymore. I don't get it. And it's weird.
Yeah, I feel like it's not even about the clothes.
Yeah.
It's not?
It sounds very like symbolic to their whole relationship.
Yes. Okay, it gets crazier. He throws away all of his clothes. And now Mai never brings up the clothes again. Never brings up the clothes again. And even on the show, when she's asked about this whole incident, she describes him throwing out the clothes as an emotional outburst. She also says, like, I don't even really recall these fights. I just, like, I honestly, I saw you throwing away your clothes, and I didn't know why you were throwing your clothes away. I thought you were just being, like, petulant, which is how you describe a kid, like throwing a temper tantrum. I thought if he wants to throw away his clothes, let him.
这我不太理解啊，我不太理解。
And
This is
he
crazy
he looked
stuff.
so upset. He said, "But you noticed, like, you didn't realize how much I threw away. Like, I threw away like everything." I can't remember exactly. My memory's a little fuzzy. Anyway, I didn't really care about it. I can't remember. I don't know how much he threw away. She also says very confidently, like, I really forgot about all the fights and the clothes incident, but I did remember his behavior. He stayed angry for a really long time because of this, but you know what? I didn't even know why he was so angry, so it's not something I can even comprehend. So even if he tells me, I just kind of forgot about it. I honestly didn't get it.
Wow.
And people were so shocked. So before she even responded to it, a lot of netizens felt like it's not about the clothes, right? They thought maybe her annoyance comes from the fact that she just wants to feel like he thought about her before she's like, hey, did you think about me? Maybe that's where she was coming from, right? But a lot of people are saying at her grown age, with her having 2 kids, she cannot communicate like this. If that's what you want to say, instead of bringing it up weirdly at random times, you should just say, hey, I wish you would have done this. Or, hey, I wish, like, this is something that makes me sad that you didn't even think to empty clothes out before I moved in. Or like, hey, I just thought it was sad that you just expected me to use the second closet.
It's like this taking revenge and taking it out on him for like something that only exists in her head. That's so fucking toxic.
And it just feels like, I don't know, it just makes me sad, I guess. That's all I'm saying. And I wish next time you would maybe put some more thought into these things. People were saying, like, if she had said any of those, everybody would be on her side. In fact, people would be like, yeah, bitch, why didn't you think about her, Lee? Like, what's wrong with you? But it's the fact that she brought it up like a kid so many times, and then he is clearly so confused. So he throws away all of his clothes, and then now she doesn't remember anything. And now this is not even important, and now he's the kid. She's like, honestly, I don't even remember these fights. And everyone's like, what do you mean you don't remember these fights? Also, people don't like the fact that she brings up her friends a lot. This is one of the first times, but she'll do it a lot. Like a lot. Like too many times. And it almost seems like a lot of their big fights come after she talks to her friends. And people just did not like that either. And again, I think the reason that people are psychoanalyzing it is if they're moving into a new house, I mean, I'm very emotional too, and I am non-confrontational, and I also like to be like taken care of before I say things. But if I'm moving
and also like, okay, emotions can be high, moving is stressful, you know, you're packing things, you're trying to remember if you packed everything, if everything's packed safely, like if it's packed in a way that your TV won't bump somewhere when you're moving it, if your plates are not gonna break, you know, if you have all your documents, you know, if you haven't lost your keys, to make sure that the dates are aligned, what's the weather like, is it gonna get wet, like, you know, like you're thinking about these things, and it can cause strain in a relationship during the time of the move. But I feel like this is something completely different.
To a new house, are you kidding? I'd 100% be like, oh my god, I want a wardrobe room. I want a closet room because my friends have a closet room. So this room is my closet room. Nobody touch this room. But it's the fact that she refuses to say that before they're moving into the house. But then she's mad at him that all of her friends have that. So it's like, then say something.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, people were getting a little bit frustrated of, it goes both ways. Like, it goes both ways. It was weird. She says that now if she had to analyze the whole fight afterwards, in hindsight, she says that her husband was probably just having an emotional outburst.
Wow.
Netizens are just saying that it seems like she just wants to make him feel guilty because she drops the closet thing after that incident. So it seems like the purpose was not even, I just want you to care about me, which is what a lot of netizens thought, and that's what I thought. Some netizens are saying, no, if you watch the whole season, it seems like she will drop these in moments to make him feel guilty. They say it's kind of like how older generations treat their kids.
Yes,
They'll
yeah.
drop these like, I raised you. Do you know what I did for you?
Yeah.
Do you know what it took for me to immigrate for you? Like,
It
those
makes
types
it
of
feel
things.
like her
kidnapping.
mom did that to her.
And it's just like they find problems or they create problems just to make their kids or their partners feel indebted to them.
Hate that.
And Mai continues that Lee does nothing to solve any problems for her. And he never solved any problems. All he did was throw away his clothes. But then Lee is saying, I literally solved the problem. And like, even with clothes, he says, I think I buy you clothes every single year. Like,
Okay, it sounded like when she said not solving problem, it's not like actual space for the clothing. Again, it's not about the clothing. It's like her need and desire to get, to validate her feelings or be an outlet of her emotions or whatever. Like, she feels that's not solved. Would you say that's what she's keep bringing it up?
Like,
but the way she express it, it's like, I don't have space for clothing. And he's like, here's space. What space are you talking about? So they're definitely not even communicating.
They're not communicating, but on top of that, sometimes I think her needs are unwarranted. At this point, it still feels like her needs are very basic, like need for love and affection. Her needs get crazy. It gets like uncontrollable. To the point where it's like, oh, girly pop, how are you going to let me side with your husband? That should not be happening. That's actually insane. Okay? And throughout all
this
of
entire episode, I'm just like, oh no, poor man, poor man, poor man. I want to puke. How am I feeling sorry for the man?
this, Mai says, actually, the whole closet thing was not because I wanted him to make space for me in my closet. I wanted him to show me love and buy me things and buy me gifts. And he never does that. And Lee is like, because he's like, okay, let me tell you something. We were moving during this time. As you guys heard in the story, we were moving. So we're moving to this new house. We're doing renovations. I'm so busy. We also have 2 kids. I bought her gifts. Did I not? And he starts listing out the gifts that he bought her. And she goes, yeah, but I didn't even use like the fancy hand cream and body lotion you got me.
Oh my God.
And he's like, but you just said I didn't buy you anything and I bought you things. And she's like, yeah, but it doesn't count because I didn't actually use them.
Damn.
And so everyone on the internet is just so done with Mai at this moment because they're like, what do you mean? Like everything that comes out of your mouth, you're making us side with your husband.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Even Lee is like, also the problem with buying her gifts, she complains I don't buy her gifts. I buy her gifts. She doesn't like it. So then she returns it.
insane.
So then I tell her, then please you go buy what you want. She
Not the good
refuses
way.
to buy anything.
Okay, where
and
the
then
fuck
she
is
complains.
this report? I am running around. Where is the fucking report? Find any lasting damage. What is technician report received? How do I receive the technician's report? Oh, okay.
That I don't buy her gifts and that she doesn't have as many gifts as her friends do. And it's like this vicious fucking cycle. Okay? I don't get it. And so most of the comments at this point were on Lee's side. And they're like, oh, listening to them talk is so exhausting. Like, you ever hear 2 people communicate and you just feel so exhausted? Because you're like, I think both of you guys are talking to a brick wall. This is crazy to me. This is how people feel about this relationship.
Yeah.
At one point, Lee even talks about for her birthday, he wanted to give her gifts that were of material value and also emotional value. So he got her a cake. He bought her a very expensive gift. He made her a PowerPoint presentation of how much he loved her and all the great things about her. And he dressed up in a bear costume and danced to a song to surprise her.
Damn.
So
For her birthday?
Yes, he was like, I'm gonna spend the money. I'm gonna make sure it's emotional. I'm gonna make sure it's sentimental. And I'm gonna make sure it costs money.
That is
He did
actually
all
crazy.
of that. He did all of that.
Uh-huh.
And now on the show, she very confidently, even proudly, and this is like what's crazy to me, she proudly says, yeah, he did all of that. It was just fine. I mean, it wasn't like bad. It's not that I didn't like it. It's just fine.
The entire time I'm listening to this, I keep thinking, because a little bit of girls talk confessions time, like bestie talk. So like going into it, like just from the outset of the situation, I was like, I can understand the direction or the emotions maybe behind some of these things that that she's been saying, because like I feel like I've kind of struggled with some similar thing, not to the extent like please don't call the cops. Not like this, okay? But I struggled with like similar things in terms of like the control or wanting to manage things, or like mother taking care, that kind of thing. Like I like doing it, and I kind of naturally fall into that role in my relationships. But I was working on this in therapy, and it's nothing like this, but throughout the entire time of listening to this, I've just been like comparing this to myself. I'm like, am I this bad? Am I a monster? But the more I listen to it, the better I feel about myself. Because I'm like, no, I know how to say thank you to my husband, and I can get mad about petty things, but I will not be vengeful in this way. I know how to communicate also when I'm upset about something. I don't just like smile and laugh and then do vengeful things. And also I know how to put boundaries on how much control I give. Like, for example, I haven't slept very well lately because I've been driving Nev to work at 6:30 in the morning for the past couple days. And I'm probably going to ask him to take the bus tomorrow so I can sleep a little bit longer. And that's just like something that we've recently agreed to do. So I think it's not this bad. Okay, stop internalizing, Luna. Come on.
就还好。
That is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, netizens were trying so hard to be on her side, because the other two couples, the netizens are like, hey, burn the men at the stake.
What happened? The game. Okay.
I'll pour gasoline. Husbands at home are like, they're my boys, but let's burn them. I don't care. Like, let's burn these guys. With this couple, all the netizens are like, this is actually crazy that I'm siding with the husband on a divorce show. Usually when you're on a divorce show, 9 times out of 10, you're siding with the wife. But this time I'm siding with the husband. And I don't even know which side is north anymore, because this has thrown me off balance.
How does he rate this 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah, no, it gets worse. This is
This is nothing.
This is elementary school,
This
honey.
is nothing, guys.
This is nothing.
Just you wait.
Did you see how many times I stopped
Yeah,
watching?
yeah.
And I had to take a walk around the couch. I had to
Pacing
walk around
back and forth, back and forth.
No, literally, I was pacing back and forth because I was just so speechless.
Oh no.
I mean, she would just complain about everything. Oh, we're about to enter the famous
We
Shanghai
still have 1/3
green
of the
rice
video
cake
left,
incident.
Ima.
The show invites a very famous speaker, host, investor, educator. She's like, her name is Teacher Zhang. She has a very respectful reputation in the industry. She's like a keynote speaker. She does post-graduation ceremonies. She just knows how to talk to people. She understands people. She understands people's wants and needs. And she's logical, but she has so high EQ. She's like a problem solver. over. So she's sitting down with the wives, and Mai starts complaining that her husband just doesn't do enough. Like, he doesn't do shit.
You know,
And the
that's kind
girlies
of
are like,
universal.
yeah, the girlies are like this, right? Until she starts talking, and then they go, oh. Wait, never mind. I take that all fucking back. You're on your own, lady. Okay, this is the story that pissed her off. She loves green rice cakes.
Oh my God.
From Shanghai.
I didn't know she brought it up herself.
She brought it up herself.
Wow.
He didn't bring it up. She brought it up. She loves green rice cakes from Shanghai. They're famous in Shanghai. So her husband, Lee, decides, I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to get a round trip ticket from Shanghai to Beijing, which is like a 2-hour flight.
It's like here to New York.
Yeah,
Atlanta
it's
to New
a
York.
2-hour flight. So he's gonna leave at 7 in the morning, fly 2 hours there, but then obviously airport traffic time, and then get into the green rice cake place. He gets there in Shanghai, but it's a surprise. If he had asked her what's your favorite flavor, then it wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
So then he was like, I don't want to fuck it up. I'm gonna get every single flavor. So he
Damn.
buys one of each.
Damn.
And then he immediately gets on a plane, flies home, and presents it to her.
Mm-hmm.
And like all the other wives are like, "Aw." Even Teacher Zhang is like, "Aw." You know, like
I'm doing
that's
the
actually so
math.
sweet.
Do you see the damage meter?
She says he flew to Shanghai to buy it, and that's all he did. He didn't do anything after buying it. He came right back. And everyone's like, that's really good. Like, he didn't go call up another bitch while he was in Shanghai. Like, that's amazing. Like, it also even wasn't a work trip. Like, he didn't go to a work meet. He literally flew there for your Shanghai green rice cakes and then flew his ass back. He didn't even call me. Yeah, because it was a surprise. He didn't even call me to ask me if there was anything else I would like to eat from Shanghai.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
crazy.
Do you see the problem? Like, he's so simple-minded.
She's dead ass.
So dead ass.
And then what is everybody else's like?
Literally
face?
the other wives start scooting away from her, subconsciously. The chill wife is next to her, and you just see her throughout this whole conversation start like shifting her body away. Like she doesn't even want
Damage.
to associate with someone so Looney Tunes. She's like, you're actually insane. Can we stop wasting resources on Teacher Zhang on you, because you need a different type of therapist.
What in the world?
Yeah.
And what is Teacher Zhang said?
But she keeps going on. Okay, so first Mai goes on, and she's like, I mean, yeah, I can be touched, but like there's a point at which you can't be satisfied. Like the point is, if you're already there, call me and ask me if there's anything else I want to eat. But no, he just gets the green rice cakes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Teacher Zhang is speechless. People say it's actually her first time in her entire career.
That she's speechless?
Yeah, she just like shakes her head. The other girls even joke, but you're, because you don't want him to waste a plane ticket, right? Like you're just being practical. You know, you just want him to buy more stuff if he's already there, right? And they thought that she would get the hint, like you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
But she just is like, yeah, don't waste the plane ticket.
Oh, she's being frugal.
Yeah, and then he's like, and also,
Oh my God.
the first he comes back, and I only like the salted egg yolk and the meat floss flavor. I take the first bite, and it's red bean paste, so it's not even the right flavor. And they're like, wait, but he bought all the flavors, right? And so she says proudly, yeah, he bought all the flavors, because if he bought the wrong flavor and he guessed wrong, I would have scolded him to death.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Wow, this is wild.
And immediately the teacher is like, did you just say you would yell at him to death? Of course I would, because he spent money on plane tickets and then you bought me a flavor I don't even like? I mean, wouldn't you guys? And all the wives are like, literally moving away from her. Just, yeah, sure. They're just like leaning away. And they're just thinking, this is actually insane. You keep telling us your husband does nothing. He fucking flew to Shanghai to buy you a fucking dessert. A dessert. That's actually insane. And what do you mean scold you to death? And I think the worst part is she says it in a way that's so proud.
Yeah.
It's not even like, hey, this is a flaw in my personality. I'm trying to work on it. Holy shit, it's hard. Like, I got issues. I'm trying to fix it. I go to therapy once a week. I'm trying. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to tell you exactly.
I
I'm
think
not
that's the
great
worst
at that.
part of it is that
But
she's
it's the
not
fact
aware
she's
that
like,
this is a
"Ha!"
problem.
And everyone's like, this is, a lot of the comments are like, sister, what are you doing? They're saying, this is actually, what is your logic? And people are saying, stop arguing for yourself. I can't listen anymore. Like, this is insane. And so she keeps complaining about this. Also, we're gonna get there in a second, but this is such an iconic scene that people will actually check into this scene. Because in China, like a lot of the social media, like you check into destinations when you get there.
You tag the location.
Yeah, and so people are like tagging this.
The rice cake?
Yeah, Shanghai rice cake. And they're also checking in on the comments. And they're saying, this is my obligatory check-in that I've hit this landmark in the show.
Oh,
yeah, and they'll like post about it, like checking in.
What?
Even Eva, who is usually very quiet, especially when it comes to the other couples, she says, I think you're a little interesting. You want to know why? The chill wife literally says, diva, that's why. She literally says like, cause she a diva.
是我觉得你有点奇怪，你知道为什么？作不是作。
Eva says, because you yourself are not a romantic person, but you're asking your partner to be romantic. But you're not romantic, are you not? And Mai tries to go, no, you're not. Because she's trying to argue. Like, she's trying to make up a lie or, like, make up something. And she's like, no, but you're not. And she's saying, like, it's actually crazy for you to expect that when you yourself are not. Like, it's weird. It's just weird to be mad at someone when you are also not that.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're, like, a hopeless romantic and you do all these romantic gestures and then... But also, like this is fucking romantic.
Yeah, like she probably wants it for the wrong reason. Like romantic is like, oh, her friend's husband being romantic and they brag about it, for example. Or just telling her and she gets all jealous and saying, why don't you do this? But deep down, she doesn't want his romantic gesture. She wants the wrong things for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And I think, or she is deluded into thinking that will make her happy when it really won't, because that's not her personality. Because if you are genuinely someone who appreciates romantic gestures, this already is so romantic. It's like beyond romantic, right? But then to be upset about it, it's like, then clearly you're not someone who appreciates romantic gestures. And then she just admits to Eva, like, you're right. Okay, fine. I'm not. I'm very pragmatic. I'm very realistic. But then she says, but you know, we had special circumstances here. This was happening when we were already fighting. I was already mad and he wanted to make me happy. But what I'm angry about is that he doesn't even care about me. Like, under these circumstances, he still doesn't know my favorite flavor. And at this point, all the people, like the hosts of the show that are watching are just commenting like, but he bought all the flavors. And teacher Zhang is saying, but he flew to Shanghai, you know? And everybody's just kind of speechless at what to say. Netizens are confused because she seems genuinely angry about this. And it's just weird.
Bring this up on national TV and talking about it like this.
And she also brings up how they have a really close friend, a couple friend, and she brings up this couple friend a lot, where the husband buys the wife gifts like every single day. Every single day. And her husband does not buy her gifts. And we already know the problem with that because he'll buy her gifts and she doesn't like it, she'll return it, and then he'll be like, okay, then buy something that you want, and then she won't buy it, and then she'll complain that her friend's husband buys her gifts. So we know the problem with this. Teacher Zhang says, okay, so then what would be the perfect gift for you right now? And she responds in a way that Chinese netizens wanted to die. So why? She says, well, I don't really want anything. And so the teacher is like, okay, well, that's also a problem then. Because you don't want anything, you don't know what you want, but you want him to buy you the perfect thing that you want. But you don't even know what you want. He's supposed to know you better than you? Like, that's crazy. And so then she finally says, it's kind of uncomfortable for me to say this, you know, because I don't even really want it. Like, I'm really not a materialistic person. But I think right now having a bag would probably make me look better, probably, you know, show face.
A designer bag.
Okay. And so all the comments are like, I see. She would have liked the rice cakes if they were in a designer bag. She would have liked the rice cakes if they were inside of a Chanel bag. So people also had problems with this because it just felt very pick-me. Like, I'm not very materialistic. I feel uncomfortable even saying I want a bag because I don't want a bag. I'm not materialistic like all these other girls. But I just think it's, you know, something I could have. And then also netizens dug up that she has lots of bags to the point where she was years ago reselling a Chanel bag because she wrote online, my closet has so many bags, like I'm overwhelmed with bags. So it's not like she has 0 bags and she's like, you know what? I want one good purse. That's it. I am using a grocery tote as my bag for years now, and it's embarrassing.
That's so interesting. So she has like bags, or at least one Chanel bag.
She wrote in the post.
Right.
My closet, I have so many bags.
Yeah, but let's just say she has bags, right?
Yeah.
but then she's using a bucket as a trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people
Like
are
a trash can costs what? You can get one for like $20, right? Is it because at the end of the day she's frugal, but she cares about what the outside sees?
People say that she wants to live in a fairy tale where she wants to, okay, these are netizens. They're saying she wants to be someone who is always sacrificing for the family. And her husband showers her with Hermes and Chanel, and she keeps saying no, but he's so obsessed with her, he keeps buying it for her, and she keeps saying no. And it's just not her. She wants to be the Korean mom. You know how the Korean moms beg? Let me show you how the Korean moms beg. And it's a meme on TikTok. And I'm going to tell you, it's like 99.9% accurate. My daughter bought me this Chanel bag, and I didn't even want a bag. And I said, I don't even know how to pronounce. And she said, don't worry, Mom. We have like 50 of these.
Yeah, she wants
Chanel,
to be a Korean
and
mom.
so she bought me that one. And it's, I hate that she's spending money on me. And it just makes me like, don't spend money on me. Spend it on yourself. And she's like, Mother, I already have 100 of these. I literally use it to like pick up dog shit. And so she bought me 3 of these this weekend. And I just put it in, like, it's that's what she wants to do. Like, she wants to be like, I don't even care about stuff like this. Do you know what I mean?
But she deeply cares.
Yeah. And so people are saying like she'll give up on things that she doesn't care about and use it to guilt trip him, like the paint bucket trash can. So like that is a way to guilt trip him and be like, I'm not like the other girls. But she does want to be like the other girls. And that's okay to be like the other girls. What's wrong with the other girls?
Yeah, but she doesn't want to admit it.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being like the other girls. There's nothing wrong with being like,
I better get a bag for my birthday. I birthed your kids.
So people are commenting.
Madonna was right. She needs awareness. God damn it. I hate to say this, but Madonna was right. This bitch needs to be more aware.
To put it nicely, she's frugal. But to put it bluntly and truthfully, she's materialistic. So people are just having a freaking field day with this. And she also keeps digging her own grave. So she gets mad at him about the Shanghai rice cakes. That's an iconic scene. Then she brings up how she's not materialistic, but she wants a designer bag as a gift. And then she talks about how her and her husband are just so different. Like their interest, even in music, is so different. Mind you, he is an artist. He's a singer-songwriter. She says, I only like to listen to like Billboard 100. Me as fuck. Me. Okay, only TikTok music. Sometimes he likes to listen to off the beaten road songs where it's like 5 people have listened to it, right? People are saying, okay, what's the problem with that? There's no problem with that. And she says, but we're just so different. And the teacher is like, oh, well, I mean, you guys can, that's the whole point. Everyone should be different, have your own interests, and then you ask about each other's interests and get to know each other. And that's the whole joy of being married to somebody, because you guys cannot be carbon copies of one another. And she says, I would ask about his music and his hobbies, but if I'm being honest, I'm just not interested. She says, I mean, I could ask, but then he would just talk about it for 2 hours, and then I would have to be sitting there thinking about, okay, what should I eat for lunch?
That is crazy.
Oh my god.
She just doesn't like him. Like, come on.
She
There's
hates
nothing
him.
he could do, okay? That would change her. Period.
And teacher Zhang is like, that's crazy. Like, this whole thing is crazy. So then she tries to bring it back to the Shanghai rice cake incident.
Oh
and
my God.
Teacher Zhang is like, you know what? Let's go back to last night when we first met. You and I met, right? You, me, Teacher Zhang, and you and I. You were really good at taking care of me.
I'm having so much
You
fun
helped me
with
get
this
food.
class.
And I was thinking, this girl is just a natural caretaker. You put the beef in my bowl, and what if at that moment I had said to you, I don't even eat beef. That's not what I want to eat. Don't put the beef in my bowl. I don't even like that. What would you think? I'll think you're such a diva.
she was like, and then?
And teacher Zhang literally goes, exactly. And Mai goes quiet. And she says, okay, I get what you're saying. But she don't got it.
She said, you get a point. That's it.
Yeah, she said, you got a point, but I'll be back. You know, teacher Zhang is telling her, a lot of times with relationships, and it's not just men, but just relationships in general. And like, you can read any relationship book, you can read any sort of human interaction book, and this exists. If someone is trying to do something nice for you, when you point out the negative things in that nice act, people are going to stop being nice to you. Okay? That's just how it works. That's when someone gives you a gift.
Yeah.
And your first thing is to say,
But why isn't it the color pink?
guess what? You're not going to get any more gifts, because that's just the way people work. Like, they were so excited. They prepared this gift for you. They were so excited to give it to you and make you happy. And then now you have made this a stressful, unpredictable experience. Instead of getting the reaction they really wanted,
never done this before.
You got mad. So now they don't want to take the chance anymore, and your ass is never getting a gift ever fucking again. And that is what teacher Zhang is telling her. And she's saying, you do this once, you do this twice. I don't think it's good. Do it 3 or 4 times, you see what happens. He's never going to do stuff like this for you ever again. And she says, oh, please, I've done it more than 4 times.
Oh, shit. See, like, there's no hope. She's not gonna get it. Like, there's nothing.
And people were so confused. Like, why are you proud of mistreating your partner? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Even when teacher Zhang points out how ridiculous her logic is, she just is like, she just laughs. She laughs, and all the comments are now like, every time she laughs is the calm before the storm. Anytime she laughs too hard, it's about to go down. And she continues to say, but the thing with our relationship is, it's very good with the other couple. Sometimes we'll see them like 2-3 times a week. So she's bringing up this other couple again. And she says, I always see the wife getting presents. And I'm just thinking, how could my husband watch other people, see other people's wives receive gifts all the time and do nothing for me?
Ay, ay, ay.
And at this point, everybody is sick of this woman's shit. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, there are netizens who hate her. I think that's aggressive. We don't even know the woman in real life. But it's just, I get so tapped up by watching her. Like, if I see her communicating for more than 3 minutes on the screen, I have to take breaks. I get so frustrated, and I don't know. I thought genuinely going into this, Tiffany was like, well, he's very logical and she's very emotional, and it's like oil and water. They just clash. And I was thinking, I'm probably gonna relate to her because I'm emotional, you're logical, and like sometimes we clash over that too. So I'm gonna be like, yes, girl, I kind of feel you. You're crazy, but I feel you. Turns out, not at all. In fact, she is the exact personality that I cannot personally be friends with. It's just like overwhelming. It's the type of personality that piques your anxiety. It's just like so much stimulus in one person, like so much going on. I feel like she's the type where you have to be like, I think that you look better in the pink dress than the blue dress. And then you have to list out 3 pages of all the disclaimers. Otherwise, she will get mad at you. And she will berate you. And she will, like, literally one of the comments, and we're going to get into more of this, but someone said, I have seen one person be bullied by a whole group of people. But I have never seen one person bully a whole group of people by themselves. And that is what Mai is going to do to not just her husband, but to every single person on this show. What's even crazier is a lot of people started digging, and Mai is confidently answering a lot of these questions herself. Some people thought it's reasonable that she's frugal and she wants her husband to buy her these gifts. Maybe she has financial insecurity because she is the housewife, and a lot of housewives deal with financial insecurity. Mai owns 90% of the shares of her husband's business, which is him. He is the musician, and she owns 90% of the company that he produces music under. She controls all of the finances. She's basically like the CFO of his earnings, the CEO of his life. Like, she controls everything. If anything, I feel like he's gonna be screwed if they divorce. So people are like, I don't know. Because originally a lot of housewives were relating to her about the financial insecurity and the need to be frugal and wanting your husband to buy you these things because maybe you don't feel like it's your money.
Yeah.
But every time someone feels sympathy for her, everyone's like, well, actually, this is what she said.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wait a minute, what's happening?
It's not,
and if you thought that maybe she's just emotionally dense, right? But she's a good person, you know? I think she's a good person. I think so. But sometimes it came off really rude. There was a moment where finally another couple starts opening up, and the chill couple, they're describing how the chill wife, her family had given a huge dowry to the chill husband. And this dowry was supposed to be used for them buying a house and setting up their married life. So it wasn't like, hey, my new son-in-law, here's a bunch of money, do whatever you want with it. It's supposed to be something to set up their life where they feel comfortable about it. He takes control over the money. He starts investing in some risky stocks. He loses it all. He loses it all. And when she asks about it, he lies about it twice before he finally confesses all of this. And this is like a huge part of their relationship because she feels like their marriage was started on lies, and she feels upset because it's not even about the principle of losing the money. It's the fact that he didn't even tell her, and it wasn't a joint decision to invest in stocks. And then he lied to her about it. It's just a lot. And so she's asking the other husband, the chill husband, was it a lot of money? Yeah. You lost everything? Yeah. Then your wife's family is probably very rich.
Oh my gosh. She's like...
It just...
What is wrong with this woman?
Like, it wasn't...
Reading the room, zero, like...
Yeah, it was not a great vibe. The vibe, I don't know what vibe it was. It was either like... Well, then your wife's family is very rich and you probably don't even have to worry about it. So, like, your problems are not real problems. My problems are real problems. It was, like, either that or it was just, like, I literally don't care if it doesn't involve me.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it was, but it was just so strange. Everybody was so thrown off on it. And the other husband, you can tell the chill husband does not f with Mai the whole season. He's not outright mean, but he's just telling her as advice, like, I think one thing to remember for all couples is that none of us should be under the impression that our spouses or our families cannot function without us. He's basically saying, don't get comfortable and act like your husband and kids are going to die without you. Like, everyone can live without each other.
Damn.
And she says, you know, he said something to me similar once that really hurt me. It's basically like what you said. He said something along the lines of, the earth will go on spinning without you, and his life will still go on. And I was so angry, you know? I was just so angry and mad. And he's like, that's exactly what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'm telling you. So then the chill husband is just trying to tell her, you need to let go a little. Like, if that makes you mad, that's alarming because... That's the truth. Is it the nicest thing to say? No, but like he probably said it for a reason because you act like everyone's gonna die without you there. And that's not only bad for him, but that's bad for you because you put so much pressure on yourself. And he's just saying, don't hold on so tightly. Just leave some room for yourself. Like prioritize yourself. And she says, I haven't had time for myself for so many years. I don't even know how to. And then there's another trigger for us. So we have this friend who's very close and he buys things for his wife every day.
Is this like the fucking 5th time she brings up the friend?
So everyone...
I feel like her response all follows the same formula.
Yes.
You can ask me a question and I can tell you exactly how this is my response. And not my response, Mai's response.
Yes, and it's always going to lead. I don't know why. It's the strangest thing. She says that material goods mean nothing to her. Meanwhile, she keeps like a freaking log, a meticulous log, a ledger of all of the gifts that her friend is receiving, which doesn't even sound like something a friend should be doing. And then she also never has time for herself, but then she has an abundance of bags, so she has to sell them online because she's overwhelmed by how much stuff she has. So it's like confusing. I don't even know what's going on. And then she also says really problematic things of like, if I was someone who wanted materialistic things, when I was in my 20s, I had a lot of guys pursuing me and they were all really rich. I would have already had the life that, we're trying to achieve by now. So she's saying we're in the progress of getting somewhere. I would have already been there if I married her.
Like for me, if you own a place where you live, you have already achieved success in life. Like, if you own the place, as in, like, you own it, you're not paying loans, you're not paying rent, it's yours, no one's gonna take it from you, you don't have to pay anything other than your utility bills, you have a job that allows you to pay your utility bills, then you are already a successful human being, and there's everything else is literally just vanity.
A richer guy. I didn't want any of that though. Like, I'm not trying to say anything, but I just want my husband to think. Like when I was in my 20s, I already, had people who could give me enough. People beyond what I could have imagined, but I didn't choose those material things. I chose my husband. If I had chosen any one of them, I could have been a rich wife and I would have been financially stable, or at least had a few properties in Shenzhen, right? But I didn't. I don't want any of that. I just like my husband. Meanwhile, living in a $5 million mansion in Beijing.
$5 million.
It's actually
what? $5 million mansion. What the fuck?
Crazy.
I thought it was a $500,000 mansion.
One
Never
netizen
mind.
says, I actually think it's really great that she came on this show because now her ability to gaslight is no longer the sole burden of her husband. She is spreading her.
You know what's my theory? All the other couples that are on this show are gonna look at her and they're gonna be like, I love you, honey. We don't have any problems. Like what they said at the beginning of this episode, that their marriage has improved because of this. I have a feeling that the participants on this TV show, none of them have divorced.
Talents across the other couples, and they are all now trying to dilute her impact. And now he has evidence. He can point to this show in the comments and say, don't try to gaslight me. Don't try to gaslight me. And then Teacher Zhang is like, okay, well...
Wait, this is still the session with Teacher Zhang right now?
Yeah.
We're still talking with Teacher Zhang?
Well, Teacher Zhang is in and out.
Oh.
So there's another session where Teacher Zhang is talking about, okay, well, when do you feel the most frustrated with your husband? And Maya's like, well, when I have to manage him. She's not his manager. So this feels like a weird word to use. But I think a lot of wives maybe could relate. I saw comments of like, no, I mean, lots of husbands, you got to manage them. But Teacher Zhang is like, what kind of matters are you managing? And she says, well, when he goes to a performance, I have to tell him how many outfits to bring in advance. And then he gets really emotional about that and he doesn't like it. And he gets all rebellious.
This is so alarming.
Oh my God.
Okay, so then people are like, wait, let's break that down. She's saying she has to manage him. She tells him how many outfits to bring when he's packing for a performance. He's a creative person. He probably wants to dress the way that he wants. Like creative people, especially musicians, I feel like they're very into their, like it's always a thing. Like don't tell me what to wear, right? And she's telling him what to wear. So then he gets upset and she considers it rebellion. And to call your spouse rebellious is kind of weird. I feel like there's only a handful of situations where it could be appropriate, but this is not one of them. It's very strange. Teacher Zhang is saying to even Lin later, she meets up with the husbands and she's like, it almost feels like Maya's your mom. Yes, she intervenes in just every single detail of my life. I think that word is interesting. And Maya's like, see, he uses the word interfere. Lee, the husband, is like, I think I'm quite easygoing, but I just, there was one time where I got so mad and we got into this huge argument. My manager, real manager, was there. And at the time, I smashed a bottle of Coke in my hand. Normally, when guys talk about smashing bottles of Coke, normally, all the girly pop netizens are like, red flag, run, right?
Yes.
But all the girly pop netizens said, he must have been really frustrated. Because when you watch him on this show, it seems like it takes a lot to get this guy emotionally riled up. But also, some people say that's the problem. Maya's so emotional, and he responds so flatly, it's driving her insane. But is that his fault? No. Is that her fault? No. But like, maybe they need a divorce then.
But would you argue that even if he shows a little more emotion, it will make her even more reactive?
Yes, and what's crazy is like she doesn't care when he shows emotion. She gets so upset that people don't care when she shows emotions, but when he shows emotions, she looks disgusted. There's one time where he's crying in the car and she goes, literally.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, the clip?
I think so.
Oh my
Was
God.
she like, why are you crying or something like that?
Yeah, she's like, is it that serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
No, it gets crazy. That part is crazy. And he just says, I don't care about control in my life. I don't care about control in the household. I just want some control over my work. He said that there was one time where for a year and a half, he was in such a weird state. He could not get creative. He writes his songs. He could not write a single fucking song in a year and a half. And he was getting stressed because this is where all their money is coming from. And he tells her he has to get a separate place for a month. He can't do this anymore. It's just every day she's just picking fights about trivial matters. And like that, you cannot be creative when someone is like going on a rant about closets. And you're like, I need to tap into creativity for our livelihood as my job as the sole breadwinner. He's saying that and he's like, hello. And she's like, no. So she finally lets him get his own place and he wrote 5 songs in a month.
Damn.
Yeah. And so he's just saying
Run.
He wants creativity.
He could have been Jay Chow if he was.
Okay, but to be fair, this is where a whole online discourse takes place.
Okay.
He wants to release a city pop album. She's saying it's too niche. She doesn't think he should. He ends up releasing it and they lose money from it. Some people are saying, well, of course she's telling him not to, not because she's controlling, but because he seems so creative that he doesn't care about money, but she has to care about the money, right?
Yeah.
But then other people are saying, they live in a $5 million house. I get it. Maybe money can be tight. But like, you live in a $5 million house. At the end of the day, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not... Like, you could just move to a lesser house. It's not, I don't know how to describe it. So there's lots of people with differing opinions about this whole situation. Other people are saying, like, she just wants him to be the next Jay Chow and doesn't really care about his music. Other people are saying he's just not business savvy and he's using her as an excuse of why he's not succeeding. And so there's like this whole double layered. I don't know. All I know is if you gotta leave the house to be creative, that's bizarre. I think if it's the kids, that's one thing. But if you're like, no, it's not the kids, it's literally my spouse, then I don't know. You gotta really, that's weird. I don't know. And the next day, this is where everything gets rich. And I'm gonna leave you in a second because there's so much to unpack and you just need to sit with the feelings before it actually gets crazy. The next day, Maya's the tour guide. And she's got her little tour guide handbook. And she's like, when we land in that new city, like when we get out the van, I'm gonna hit the day ready.
Wait, so right now we are at, is she still counting the dollars?
She's still counting the dollars.
So we're still on day one?
Yeah, but she's going to be the tour guide the next day. So this is like a little bit different of a challenge where she has to pick like the locations and she's showing them the side of the city and explaining different things. And so she's going to be the tour guide. Viewers, the whole time she's been saying, I do everything. He is a child. I have to manage my husband. I have to pack his clothes for performances. That's what she said, right? So people are expecting, is it going to be annoying? Yes, but people are expecting military drill sergeants, 7 a.m., like get your asses up, that type of energy. Every single person is up except for Mai and Yangju. Mai is rolling around in her bed at 11 in the morning.
Dang.
11 in the morning.
Shit.
I rarely see parents that wake up past like 9 in the morning, even when they don't have their kids. And so 11 in the morning, people thought it was a little bit crazy, especially because everybody was almost already done getting ready and she's still in the bed.
Dang.
And people are confused because it's her day. And I think people even woke up and made sure they were on time because they were terrified of her. And so she said that she slept really late because she was like talking and chit-chatting. And so she slept at 6 in the morning. Yeah. And she's a designated tour guide. She wakes up at 11 and everyone's confused. And, you know, netizens are commenting, you claim you're so responsible, but you're so irresponsible. Like, how are you a full-time housewife? You knew the day before what time you had to wake up. So you should have planned ahead. That's what adults do. Like, this is...
So like this is behind their schedule, right? They're late.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Mai and her husband were supposed to prepare breakfast for everyone.
So who? Just the husband prepared, or?
The husband is like figuring out what to do. I mean, he seems like he's just waiting for her to get up so he doesn't, you know, make her look bad. I think they have to go buy the groceries and stuff. So he's just waiting for her to wake up. And at this point, the chill wife and the husband end up going together. So not even his wife. So Lee and the chill wife go, and you would think that with those two, like with the chill wife going in place of Mai, because that's supposed to be Mai going to the grocery store, she still feels the need to somewhat micromanage. She's like issuing commands at the chill wife and her own husband, saying, buy food that's filling. You know, get this. You have to buy food that's filling, like bread and noodles. Don't buy any junk food. Don't buy snacks. And netizens are like, why is she still acting like she has authority when she's the one that woke up late and couldn't even go to the grocery store? So she has all these...
Okay, again, I'm feeling better about myself because our problem when it comes to groceries is that, okay, since I am the person, I like to organize, I like to manage, I like to have a list, I like to go with everything in mind. We both have ADHD, but we have very different attitudes towards our ADHD. Like Nev kind of just goes with the flow, and anything happens, anything goes. I know that I have severe ADHD. That's why I need to have a plan. I need to have a list to feel like I know what I'm going in for, because if I'm going to a grocery store, I will forget half the things if I don't have a list. But our problem is like, if I don't go to the shop and Nev goes to the shop, then I'm like, okay, cool, I leave it with you, and I want you to have your opportunity to do it right, to remember about the things and all that, because I'm the main person who does this most of the time. So sometimes like Nev kind of forgets how to do these like everyday things. So I'm happy when he volunteers to do it, or if I'm busy and he has to do it or whatever. And I love for him to do it on his own, to figure it out so that he can remember how to do these things. But we have this problem that even he will go for the most normal thing, for the smallest thing. Like I will send him like, I did the shopping, but somehow I forgot milk. Yeah. And Nev will call me from the shop asking me, where is the milk? You know, and I have a mental map of the supermarket in my mind. So I tell him, okay, honey, alley 3, row 6, on the bottom shelf. You know, like, and because he will be lost in the shop if without it. I will send him for butter, like one item. Please buy butter. I'm making a cake. This thing is in the oven, but I need this to finish it off. I need to stay here, watch the oven, go to the shop, buy me butter. Always will ring me to ask me which butter, where it is, tell me which alley, tell me which row, you know? And I'm always just like, oh, come on, come on.
These people getting things for her. And before Lee, her husband, leaves the room, she does something that netizens found really odd. And I want to say odd because I think some of the hate towards Mai is very unwarranted. I think a lot of this show should be used as a reflection tool of how communication can be so incorrect at times. I don't think there's a reason for anyone to have such passionate feelings about any of these people on this show. It's not that serious. Sometimes it's 답답해 to watch, but we can just stop watching. We don't have to like go comment something mean to them, right? But this one just blew a lot of people's minds.
Okay.
She looks at her husband before he leaves, and she's like, do I deserve a cup of coffee? And he's like, oh yeah, I have coffee in my room. It's on the shelf. And he's like gonna go to the room to help with the coffee to get it for Mai. And Eva is like, just go. Like, we'll do it ourselves later. Like, just go. Like, everybody's waiting for breakfast. And they're not gonna get breakfast until they come back from the grocery store.
Yes.
And the rest of the production activities do not go on until they have breakfast.
Yes.
So it's kind of, it's not this vibe where everyone's like, go, but it's definitely not a relaxed vibe.
Yeah.
And so Maya's like, before you leave, husband, do I deserve coffee?
Like, meaning, can you give me a coffee?
She just says, do I deserve coffee?
Okay.
So he takes it at, oh yeah, there's coffee in my room. And like, let me help you with it. Let me make you a cup of coffee.
Okay.
And Eva is like, just go. Like, come on.
Telling the husband.
Yeah, like, just go. I can help her with it. Like, we'll do it ourselves. Just go.
Oh, Eva is saying the husband, don't get her the coffee. I will get her the coffee.
Or like, we'll get it together, but you got to go to the grocery store.
Right.
You are holding everyone up by getting your wife some, like, go. It's just coffee. It's not the end of the world.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh, yes, okay, well, you can go look for it in my room. Like, the coffee's in my room. So then he's like about to leave, but he goes into like the living room and he's like getting a bunch of other things real quick and they're about to run out the door. And this seems like a very harmless interaction. If anything, it was almost kind of sweet that he's willing to hold everyone up to get his wife coffee.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Mai looks at Eva and it's just them in the room. And she goes, they said they're going to go buy breakfast at the grocery store, right? And I just told him I wanted coffee. And Eva is like, yeah, he said it's in his room and you can go grab it. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be the coffee that I want. And so Eva is like, oh, you want him to buy you a cup of coffee while he's at the grocery store? And she's like, yeah, he didn't get my point. And Eva goes, I also didn't get it. You should just, you should just tell him directly that you want a cup of coffee then. But I already said it. I said, do I deserve a cup of coffee? And he said there's some in his room.
Oh my god, this is kind of horrifying.
And Eva is like, just tell him to go to the store and get you a cup of coffee. So then she screams out,
I need to show this to Nev so he can stop complaining about me.
outside, go to the store and buy me a cup of coffee. Immediately, husband goes, okay. That's all. That's it. This whole thing of getting a fucking cup of coffee at the store
Yeah.
almost became a relationship fight.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I know this is not the same, and it's clearly not like how what's her name, Mai is doing it. But
The
you know,
Kiwis?
yes. This TikTok that.
Okay, the TikTok is husband is going to Costco. Wife shouts at him, oh yeah, I heard that the kiwis are on sale. He comes home.
No kiwi.
Son's kiwi. Is it a fight? Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
Yeah, Maya's a little crazy for
Okay,
sure.
but the kiwi's on sale. It's not bad if the husband doesn't get the kiwi.
But okay, let's say husband didn't get kiwi, but husband got you a favorite bread.
Yeah, I think husband not getting kiwis is kind of like, damn, I picked one with a little lower EQ, but that's okay. He makes it up with IQ and love, okay? But like if husband gets the kiwi, okay, great. You picked one with a little more EQ, right?
Yeah.
There's not like a bad answer. It's just like, I guess everyone has a different preference.
Yeah.
But this one,
Yeah,
it
it's
would
a
have gone
little
over
wild.
my head. And I feel like I pick up on
that was
weird
very
shit.
quick.
No, I think the problem is he already said that, hey, there's coffee in my room, and he was gonna go get it. So it's like he's listening, he's
Responding?
taking care of you,
Yes.
he's ready to like, help you. And if you think he didn't get it, then just, oh, thank you. Like, but can you buy me one from the store?
I feel like that's perfect. Like, do I
Yeah.
deserve coffee? He's like, oh yeah, coffee's in my room. And she's like, oh, but I want one from the store.
Yeah.
Can you give me my favorite coffee
I
from
think
the store?
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she just kept, and then
She's ready to go.
no, but the way she told Eva about it was like, did you see that? He didn't get my point. And Eva's like, no, but I didn't either though.
Nobody
like
got your
girly pop,
point,
I didn't
babe.
either. Nobody got the point. If I had to rank Mai's performance on the show, because I don't want to say it's Mai, because I think in reality shows people are sleep deprived. It's high cortisol, it's high stress, high tension environments. There's definitely editing, scripting. There's got to be some editing manipulation also involved. So I don't want to say it's Mai, but her actions that are depicted on this show, this is elementary school, bitch.
Damn.
This is
No
still
way.
this is still at the point where I go, I don't get why everyone's so upset with Mai. Up
Really?
until now, it's like, do I agree with her actions? No. Could I be friends with someone like her? No. Could I date someone like her? No. But do I think that we need to all like be upset? No. That's what I thought, right? That's what I thought until she thought the cameras were off.
Oh,
There
shit.
is this moment. There's this moment where she thinks the cameras are not recording and she goes off. Not on her husband, but somebody else. You're gonna die. And that is it. I mean, do you guys want a part 2? I don't know if you do.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know if you do.
And it's gonna be in
or if
part
you want me to go
2.
back to rapping
Stephanie's
on Rap of
teasing
Chat.
us.
You let me know in the comments.
God.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take it easy. Get some rest after that one. That was a lot. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
God damn it. Stephanie is a massive tease. She's teasing us all. Part 2 is not out yet. She has to make it first. She released this one like an hour ago. But as soon as it comes out, I can show you the one that she did before. The previous couple she discussed. Yeah. I know. But I'm pretty sure that she's gonna do a part 2. She's pretty good like that. But there is one on another couple. I don't know if it was a different TV show or similar TV show. But she did one Rotten Mango during the Diddy trial. So I'm pretty sure it's the same, or I don't know. I don't know if that was the celebrity edition. Maybe it was season 1. But which drop? Yeah, I'm gonna be going to bed after this dungeon as well. Which drop? Thank you for which drop? Which drop are you? Oh, cool! Did you get the 4 hours? Am I streaming for 4 hours? Well, between yesterday and today, then yeah, I guess yes. Nice, you're welcome. Now you're gonna have to stream World of Warcraft, and I'm gonna have to watch it as well because I want the Pit Lord too. I'm gonna have to turn it on Wednesday. Anyways, we start Legion Remix, right? So I'm gonna get my Pit Lord. Hell yeah. Okay, let's turn on some World of Warcraft music. And we can wait. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm not streaming. Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow all my attention goes to City Skylines. But maybe on Tuesday we'll, depending on what we're doing on Tuesday, yet to be determined. If we're doing more WoW, if we're doing Skylines, we will probably watch the previous episode of Stephanie Su's commentary on the Chinese divorce show, because that was really good, and I actually want to show it to you, Ima. So if you're gonna be free, I'll put that on. And yeah, tomorrow all my effort goes into finishing Concordia for the next episode because it needs to be done. That happened really quickly.
No more Candlekin. We can be free.
You can be free.
Darkness.
For Krishu, indeed. I wonder if Krishu's gonna see this. To feel embarrassed about us constantly talking about him. somebody's nickname father figure? Alright. Okay, I'll take the ones in the front. Why are they tagging us? Alright. We did it. Ooh. The darkness.
Darkness descends.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, look at the damage. Gorgeous. Hell yeah. Okay. Leave instance group and... Oh! Hey! Chris, how are you? I was actually about to finish the stream. Did you like it? Don't spoiler me because we haven't finished the season 2 yet. We are somewhere on like episode 5 or 6, something like that. Like we're getting there, but we're not there yet. So don't tell me too much. But I'm glad you liked it. I am enjoying that show. Nice. Yeah, you do. You do. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you like the casual live stream, listening to wait, we haven't actually discussed it, haven't we? Wait. We haven't discussed this shit show of May, but I feel like I'm tired. Can we discuss it another time? I'm gonna go. Thank you so much. If you like the live, like, subscribe, drop a comment. You know what to do. If you like this casual hangout, listening to this shit show of a divorce TV show from China, there is more coming. More stuff like this. We are gonna be listening to philosophy podcasts. We're gonna be reacting to stuff online. We're gonna be listening to true crime and celebrity drama. Anything that interests me, I will be playing on streams like this. And I kind of like it. It gives me a new energy to engage with streaming. I get to do other things, I get to have fun, and yeah, thank you so much, guys. I see you on